But hello, hello, and Merry Christmas, everyone. It just so happens that Christmas falls on one of my normal stream days, and we even have a snowy location coming up, apparently, according to the new chapter main menu screen. Fortuitous everything is. But yes, last time, Torna, specifically Jin, did a false flag. And, at least for a moment there, Uriah and Morardain were at each other's throats, until the very nation of Endol, on the back of its titan, flew on in to interfere, which apparently is against the law normally. And now, I think, we're just gonna go get more information from Amalthus. From YouTube chat, Christmas stream, let's go. I came here just to say that. And I thank you for coming in just to say that, because it is true. And I hope that you have a Merry, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. But yes, last time it was mostly just us fighting Jin. Hayes died. Although I assume she's not going to stay dead, considering the whole... She apparently had half of her core stolen. And normally dead blades don't stay corporeal. But we shall see what happens next. Because I believe I forget exactly. I think we're going to head back in and talk to Amalthus again. Still no idea. Oh, look, it's the little game expansion pass thing. I wonder if that means that there are things to grab. There doesn't seem to be. Apparently that's all of them, so why does it keep saying, hey, grab them? I already have them all. That's so weird. Also, it's like kind of funny that the gift is still there, hovering above it, but there doesn't seem to be like anything else to grab. Like maybe more will show up. It's so weird that every single time I start the game, it's like expansion pass, and then there's nothing. How dare you jerk my yoinkin' chain, you bastard. Oh yeah, and also, we tried to have a team of Morag, Rex, and Zeke, but then we ran into a boss fight that very much demanded heals, and nobody else really had heal-worthy, blades, so we had to bring Nia back on. But we have Zeke in his tatty robe. From YouTube chat, I do like how Amalthus is flagged as sus by basically everyone by mostly vibes alone. I mean, that happens when you awaken the Aegis of Destruction. But onwards we go. And we will see what vibes we get from Amalthus today. See what story doth happen. Why are there sparklies going in? Oh, those are cores. Are they purifying them? That was a whole thing that Jin was talking about. Nah. Are you absorbing core magic? What?
My apologies. Did I keep you waiting?
I don't like the visual.
No, not really. What
I have no idea.
were you doing?
Being weird.
I was cleansing the core crystals.
What does that entail?
It markedly increases their resonance success rate.
But what does that
Bonding
do?
with the crystal carries certain risks, you understand.
Yeah.
I know.
When I became the driver of an Aegis, this power was awakened in me.
So I
That power came from Amalthus?
Who knows? Different people are cut out for different things.
Right, yeah.
Now then, my work is done for the day.
Don't do much
Come
work,
with
do
me.
you? I don't know what the purifying even does. What does it do to the crystals?
Special envoy. To Tantal. Me.
Ooh, we're going to Tantal.
Correct. Behold,
A map.
as a salvager, I imagine you are already aware, but this is Allrest, the world we currently inhabit. We make our home on Titans, moving in circles around the world tree.
Only circles?
And here lies the Great Void. This void came into being 500 years ago. It did not exist prior to that.
So I've heard. It's in our way anyway. It stopped us reaching the world tree.
The Great Void is carved from the Cloud Sea by a monstrous beast known as Ophion.
The
Wait,
the
you mean
robot
that
snake
thing?
thing? An electro tentacle?
To be precise, it is an artifice, a servant of the Aegis.
Which Aegis?
Of Mithra.
So that thing is Mithra's. Then what did it attack us for?
500
make
years of
sense.
isolation?
Ophion was felled in the ancient battle with Malos, sinking below the clouds.
So it wasn't always electro... Or maybe. Looked far more biological there. But if it was felled, how did it come back?
This means someone must have revived it.
Probably Malos.
And you're saying that someone was Zeke's home country, Tantal?
Oh,
Yes,
interesting.
they gave Ophion one directive: to ensure that none approach the world tree.
Yo, Zeke, know anything
They
about
sought
that?
to prevent a repeat of the horrors of the Aegis War. So, an obstacle was created, the Great Void.
Huh.
How did they manage a feat like that?
Death and
As I've
destruction?
said, mankind is regressing. Only one artifact remains that can rescind Ophion's orders, and it lies in Tantal.
It's called the Omega Feta, and it's guarded by the royal family. I'll take you to it.
Yay.
I've prepared your envoy documents already. Your quest is to set foot in Elysium, correct? Malos and his ilk will surely seek the Omega Feta for themselves.
But why haven't they done
I would
that yet?
ask you to reach Elysium before they do, and inform me of what you find there. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man.
Alright, also additional thought that hit. Like, I just kind of realized we have no real idea about the specifics when it comes to Torna's, like, ultimate goals beyond, yes, genocide all of Allrest. All humans must die. Maybe the Nopon can stay. But I wonder why they went for Pyra and Mithra first, really. Well, I guess technically Torna was a known factor beforehand, considering Jin, Malos, and Nia had wanted posters back in Torgoth. But we don't really know much about them other than that, oh yes, they're just a terrorist group. But, again, why would they go for Pyra and Mithra first? Obviously, seemingly requiring somebody from Etheria to open the way. And then they're gathering up a bunch of core crystals, and apparently they want to go to Elysium. So I wonder what their deal is. There's a lot to think about. From Mewtwo Chat Roto, the Titans and Tree are like a solar system. Well, I guess that makes sense. Circling and not just randomly wandering. I mostly thought maybe randomly wandering, considering that the Titans are living beasts. Although I guess we haven't really talked to any Titan aside from Gramps.
And so that people may have a future in this dying world.
Oh yeah, because I think Mallow specifically, or somebody I think said, it's been a bit, but it does seem one of the core things Torna wants is to kill the Architect. But I wonder why that would require them getting Pyra and Mithra anyway. Maybe it could have been a thing that, like, they wanted to get to Pyra and Mithra, so Pyra and Mithra couldn't be resuscitated and brought to stop them as, like, a prevention thing. But it just seems like every single time they come after us, they get worse off. So far, their only real wins, really, against us have been killing Hayes. Or at least killing Hayes, depends on how her other missing half of her core crystal is going to come into things. And spicing up some of the discontent between Orion and Morordain. So, Zeke, you're going to be guiding us to Tantal, right?
Sure am, but let's head back to our chambers before we talk about it. This isn't exactly the place for discussing stuff.
Back to our room. Got it. Oh, we can come in here now. I was just like, I heard the noise. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
You are bound for Tantal, I believe. I trust that you will fulfill your duty as the Praetor's envoy. Remember, His Eminence has placed all his hope in you.
I don't even know what he wants. Because he was also running from something in the flashback from when he ran away from the World Tree. So it's just like, what is your deal, Mr. Praetor?
To reach Elysium, we must first stop Ophion, the beast that carved the Great Void. And Ophion's directive was issued from Tantal, Zeke's homeland. I've prepared envoy documents for you so that you may enter as representatives of Endo. I entreat you to reach Elysium before Malos. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man.
It's like, I don't know. Just all weird, the vibes of this place, the purifying of core crystals, what Jin said. Why does Endol get to control the life and birth of every blade? And yet they still lose them, apparently, because bandits were able to get some core crystals and blades. A spider in Orion was able to get a core crystal and a blade. But it's actually very interesting that, well, at least so he claims, that purifying the blades, or purifying the cores, allows for greater greater success in bonding. Which means that Endol, or at least a Malthus, wants as many blades as possible in people's hands. Which is an interesting tidbit. Hard to tell if it's actually unnerving or if it's years of JRPGs having questionable religion as a core villain group speaking. That is also part of it. When it's like, oh, big and really good, like, it's multiple factors that even if a Malthus didn't have these vibes, it's that this is such a big, like, religious institution that is very powerful, controls, like, the flow of, like, blade cores, which is very odd that they basically are the arms dealers of war for this world. And they also have a whole refugee camp that is anti-blade. Because, in a way, it does make sense. Endol controls the distribution of blades, and blades are being used for a lot of evil. Granted, I suppose, if it weren't blades, Morordain and Orion would just weaponize Titans more. And then the refugees would be like, yeah, and Titan bad, and start stabbing the ground they walk on. I feel purifying making them easier to resonate makes them a necessary middleman for nations. Basically, people have no choice but to go through him. That's also true, because one part I was wondering about was, why would the other nations really work with Indol after they got a bunch of blade cores? But considering that blade cores are very hard to resonate with as it is, and this is presumably with all these cores being purified and thus easier to bond with, if they didn't bring all the cores back to be purified, the likelihood of them, like, being able to have standing blade armies would be very, very difficult. That's a very good point. But it still makes me wonder what else could be going into the purification process. It really makes you wonder. And, like, what exactly, or, like, when exactly would a core need to be purified, I wonder, because I guess, it's not exactly super-duper fair as a comparison, but Rex and Co. were able to get, like, Wolfric and Rock from, I assume, unpurified core crystals. Unless cores just need to be purified once, but I assume it would need to be like a whole process. A driver dies, their blade core then needs to be shipped off to be purified so that it's easier to bond with again. At least that's what I assume. But still, I feel like there has to be something evil happening to the blades in the purification process. We prepared your rooms. I presume you'll be wanting to take your leave soon? Please make sure you're well rested before you set out once more.
Considering we just averted war, can't expect another
ship, but once we're there, we'll
smacking to happen.
So we're travelling with Shelled, yeah? Never thought I'd see the day.
I think you'll find I make a fantastic ally.
He has so many belts, I just realized.
Zeke
He's a
not so
Digimon.
great. Bet we shipwrecked by tomorrow.
Cheeky furball.
We're all gonna die.
Hey, Zeke. You said before that Torna concerned you too. What did you mean
It
by
has
that?
to be with that weird
What?
scar on his
Yeah,
chest.
That. I don't know about those clans, but Torna, the country that fell 500 years ago, they were the ancestors of us Tantalese.
Ooh.
The people of Tantal are descended from Adam, the hero of Torna who escaped its destruction.
Huh.
So, after Pyra fell asleep, Adam escaped to Tantal.
That's right.
That is the first I've heard of it. I have studied much history, but this story never featured. Most peculiar.
Considering we need, like,
We're
envoy
humble.
stuff to get
Don't
to
really like to brag
Tantal.
about it. The only real trace left is in this here sigil of the royal family.
Hmm. Do you recognize it, Mithra? Is it flashback time? Ooh,
So why
flashback
did
to
you
earlier.
awaken Hayes?
Because her power was of great use to me. Indol has found itself under attack from Torna a number of times. She was necessary in driving them back.
Really?
Hmm.
Then why don't you seem to have any others? Blades, that is.
Driver though I may be, I am no fighter. Besides, I find the warrior monks here so reliable. They get the job done.
If you say so. I wonder, do you know why Torna are using the name of a dead country?
Jin was a blade of Torna once.
And there's also
Loyalty
Malos.
and nostalgia. Who can say?
And potentially even
Perhaps
others,
both.
maybe?
Is that really all there is to it?
You don't think so?
I don't know much about what happened while I slept. There are no written records, either. All we have is stories passed down.
And just like that
And you
sigil.
think that is insufficient? History is a murky thing. Only those present can truly know what took place.
But weren't you one of those present?
And that is why I offer you my cooperation.
I guess we'll find out if we go to Tantal.
Just very interesting. From YouTube chat. Purifying makes it more likely to resonate in theory. Rex and Co are already worthy of resonating, so they wouldn't have an issue regardless of purification or not. That's true. Because really, it's the first time that you try to resonate's what matters. Which does make it interesting. In theory, would making it easier to but that makes me wonder, though, because purifying a core crystal implies that, like, making it easier to resonate with a purified core crystal then implies that it would be harder to, like, resonate with an unpurified core crystal. Which kind of leads to this kind of chicken and egg situation where that kind of implies that if you give 2 core crystals to somebody, one purified and one unpurified, they might be unworthy of awakening the unpurified one, but worthy to awaken the purified one. And then by awakening the purified one would then be worthy of awakening the unpurified one. It's weird. And from YouTube chat, yo, hello all, what's good, Merry Christmas? Right now we're getting on with more story and just pondering the mechanics of the world and how bad vibes emanate from Amalthus. Right, let's head for Goetius Port. Can we make it a leisurely walk? I guess. Why? It's been long since I last went home to Tantal. I've been thinking of Indo as my home so long now, it feels weird to leave. I want to enjoy my last moments here. You can be shockingly sentimental sometimes. I know, shocking, isn't it? Shut up, you two. Gonna take some Indoline presents for the folk when you haven't seen in a while? Ha! As if my old man would want any of that. Come on, let's start walking to Goetius Port. You could grab a swig of Odifa along the way. They don't have that stuff in Tantal, so this could be your last chance. I said shut up already. Still, there's it does feel like everybody in this game has mysteries about them. Except for Morag. We know that Nia has a secret from the bath scene. Zeke just reeks of secrets because in some cutscenes you can see, some kind of injury, scar or cracks over, from where we're facing him, his right breast, the right of his chest. Making me wonder, is he a flesh eater? Doubtful. Could just be a scar inflicted on him somehow. I mean, he is missing an eye, presumably. Or maybe he'll be one of those badasses and be like, it was a ruse, takes off his eye patch. Or who knows, maybe he's a blade. The world's insane. A lot of people are turning out to be blades, even while they're using blades. Something wrong? I need to catch my breath after experiencing such a historical moment. A spot of prayer should do the trick. Really, I suppose I ought to go home to Argentum before I get mixed up in any of this, but I think I'll stick around. Well, I planned to come here on a lazy tourist spree, but my merchant blood is telling me to see this through. Through the power of merchandise. You will be involved in war, maybe. Hi there. With the summit over, the emergency security measures have been lifted. However, I feel there's still tension hanging in the air of the city. Even the holy songs that ring out through the plaza sound somehow strained to my ears today. Now I'm just imagining, the Torna people that were on the rooftops mockingly singing hymns down to the people in, a minor key. I just want to look and see what... Core Crystal Hunters. That seems to be a thing that would lead to something, so we could maybe buy that. Main hero Zeke, the Zekinator. Zeke is so wonderful, so glad he joins the team and doesn't lose any of his charm. That is always very nice. Now, if only we could use his superpowers to break cliffs and make people fall. The group dynamic is just so good. You ain't ready for the power behind his eye. He'll cut a whole planet in half. Oh, that quest! Well, now I have to buy it. A bandit group has been targeting folk transporting core crystals to Torgoth. Hello there. Oh yeah, we should probably look and see if I have any merc groups to send out. Something wrong? Now this is a pain. They've only gone and stolen some of the Taminbi roots I've been growing. Huh? Taminbi roots are so nutritious and are prized for their medicinal uses. Only a few were stolen, so it's not that big of a deal, but I reckon it was just some kids playing tricks, so they really need to be taught what's right and what's wrong.
Kill them for me.
Well, someone's got to take care of this. That's the spirit. You're such good help. From YouTube chat, best party is Rex, Zeke, and Tora. Although I would, like, personally think that it really comes down to, like, whatever, like, blades you have on people. Well, let's see. Guess I could try and find high merc point giving ones, like rare good repairs. We need humanoids and electrics.
Give me humans!
Let's see, we'll go through. Well, lockpicking, mastery of thunder, and industry mastery. So we'll send Electra, and then we'll see if we have any industry mastery people to throw around before really focusing down on just filling it out proper.
I'll take care of it.
Electric, humanoid, and industry. Very good. Humanoid and industry.
I imagine I'll
More
fit right in.
industry. I think that's all the industry, so let's find... I guess I could throw... Oh, we could send Vess if we want.
Mercenaries have a sort
let's
of
see,
bad
let's
rep,
send Vess,
don't they?
yeah.
I'll take care of it.
Go along. Tingling troop. That's funny. Go along, Vess.
I hereby call you the Ting-a-ling Troop. Free dumplings all around.
Go forth,
day
cause
for a
chaos.
Good luck!
Toro mostly becomes absurdly broken if you can min-max him due to how customizable he is. Or rather, how customizable Poppy is, I would assume. Although that means playing more Tiger, and I keep forgetting to do that. Vontia. Sure is a good thing my blade's so powerful. Something wrong? The other day my blade found a poor sod who'd fallen onto Indol's back. She was from the refugee camp, said she didn't want any help from a blade, got quite angry. But we couldn't just leave her there like that, so we had to manhandle her out of there. It's a sad old world, ain't it? We'll have them all go to Elysium sooner than later. I was just remembering how kindly Lady Fawn used to treat all the refugees. I can't understand how anyone could bring themselves to take the life of such a kind and noble soul. You better not be assuming it was somebody from the refugee camp. It was Jinn. It feels as though the Indol I know and love is gradually slipping away. It scares me a little. I mean, it's not like she died on Indol. She died... Oh, this is why they wanted me to walk. Is there tension between Orion and more ordained soldiers? Because, yeah, we see... Why are they having whole lines of people right across from each other?
Tensions seem high.
From what I gather, it seems an official summit is to be held between Morardain and Uriah.
A summit? You mean about the recent penship? But I thought...
That one was more about
Didn't Praetor Amalthus
Torna
get
than
'em to
anything.
stop and sort it all out?
Perhaps there are some discussions they would prefer Indol not to be privy to.
Besides,
see that.
Uriah doesn't like to associate too closely with Indol. They'd hate to be seen as acquiescing to the Praetor's will. Got to
Interesting.
keep up appearances, you know.
I wonder why.
Acquiescing? You what?
Like letting him tell them what's what.
For such a spanner, you sure use some big words. How come?
Well, I mean, he's a crown
Stop
prince.
calling me that. Buzz off, kitty no-mates. Anyway,
Weird
this
insult.
summit would explain why Morag isn't around.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
There's much to attend to.
Just realized, yeah, she's gone.
Shared sovereignty over Gormott.
Yes. I don't think anything less will be sufficient to placate them.
I wonder how well
Senate
that would
would
go over
never
with the
approve it.
Gormati.
I can overrule them by decree.
And then they'll hate
Of
you even
course,
more.
I would need to secure Senator Roderick's cooperation.
Isn't that the guy that made everything
Imperial
bad?
Decree? If it's come to that, well, then I cannot dissent. I cannot help but admire your courage, your majesty.
That means a lot coming from you.
Acting
Oh, hey.
Chairman Nira Nira.
Yeah.
Sorry for intrude. Is emergency, so Nira Nira take liberty of drop by unannounced.
You certainly look troubled, Chairman. So, what is this emergency you speak of?
Your emergency
Well.
execution. Great, just more political intrigue. There is no ending to the pain. Yeah, because you'd think that they'd be able to be like, hey, Senate, the reason we're in this mess is because you guys keep going like, oh, but we want military, we want military. Then one of you got so military, you went against the Emperor's will, dug up a super weapon titan, which was then shanghaied by terrorists to cause a political incident and many deaths. Stop it now. Hey, hit me with the hottest info you've got. So I hear Moradin and Uriah are finally making peace. No more war is a good thing, but I don't know what Moradin is going to do from here on out. Everyone knows the homeland isn't going to last much longer. Is Moradin just going to perish with its titan? Oh, it's no good. I'm just depressing myself thinking about it. I'll go grab a pick-me-up Udifa at Cafe Lutino. Parkour. Do we have the necessary Phoenix linguists?
Would you mind
We do. What do you have to say, little phonics? Not Phoenix. It's missing an eye. Oh my, you weave a very curious tale indeed, don't you? Is that right? It's my instinct. Everyone carries their destiny on their shoulders. And you have the strangest one I've seen. Wow, pretty impressive. Hey, can you tell me all about it when your adventure's over? I'd love to hear. Phonixes love listening to stories, especially ones about heroes and adventures. I just find it interesting that they decided, hey, let's put little creatures about and make a single blade able to talk to them. This world's a cruel, empty place. There's no joy, only despair. Hey, are you sure you're okay? I wish Zeke could show concern for people like Rex does. Lady Fawn has passed away. Gazing upon her was all that kept my soul at ease. Here my homeland of Moradin is forming a peace treaty of Uriah. No doubt the result of some higher-up seeing Lady Fawn smile and realizing the futility of conflict. Oh, Lady Fawn. Another quest, eh? Sniffy. Something wrong? Sniff, 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 sniff. Friend have smell of strong fighter. Is friend very strong? Sorry, Sniffy should not sniff friends before even saying hello. Sniffy have very good nose, never make any mistake of smell before. And nose of Sniffy say Sniffy should open up new shop in Temperentia. Pretty classy stuff. Building a shop on a dead titan. But nobody have shop there yet, so Sniffy not know of good travel route.
Sniffy think nose alone probably not enough to keep fellow merchants safe. So we're sniffing around to find strong person to use as bodyguard. Sniffy sniff 100 people and you smell strongest out of all 100. Please, friend, help Sniffy set up shop in Temperentia.
So that's how we raise the dev level of a dead titan.
We'll give it our best shot. Yay! Think, friend, much. Sniffy will wait on Overlook Hill of Temperentia then. Come quick.
Roger that. Interesting.
We're done.
I hope things went well.
Hilarious. So that new quest was right on the edge of a cutscene.
So, we can make our way to Tantal from here.
With what ship, though? The tiny one?
I assume the Praetor has a ship waiting for us.
Hey, Shalad.
What?
Are we really gonna just leave Morag behind?
Who's
she's
leaving
the...
anyone? She's got her own priorities.
She's the Royal Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Basically, like second hand to the Emperor.
Anyway, her schedule is filled with official duties right now.
For sure. It's just a bit of a shame is all. You know, since we came all this way together.
Well, are we going to be drawn in with Morag?
Feel, chum.
And, like, acting chairman.
Speak of the devil.
Had something to say. What's the weird thing? What's the political intrigue that happened?
Banner's going for the summit.
What?
On top of everything, an assassination attempt?
If blood gets spilled at the summit, it'll mean war.
What the hell?
War's good for business, after all. I guess he wants to use that to get himself back in with the guild.
But if everybody knows that Banner did it, nobody would want to deal with the guild.
What a sneaky git.
It seems acting chairman Nira wishes to take care of this incident covertly, to avoid it reflecting badly upon the guild.
So you came to us?
If we mobilize the army, the whole thing will become public.
Oh, I get it. So we're a more convenient solution.
And I mean, we dealt with Banner before.
If you refuse, Bridget and I will do what we can alone.
Ah, come off it, lady. You wouldn't even think of dragging us into this if you thought you could handle it on your own.
Maybe she wants
I suppose
friends.
Not. You know Banner as well as I. There's no telling what he might be plotting.
More
Chairman
bobbleheads.
Nira, several giant weapons were being built at the factory where we last saw him. And one of them is currently unaccounted for.
Oh boy.
Giant weapons.
Got it. Besides, you know, we've got our own score to settle with him.
I guess he never was arrested.
Thank you. It will be easier to focus on my duties knowing you are on the case. Good luck.
Leave it to us.
Banner the Schemer! From Mewtwo Chan, I don't think it's ever said if Temperentia is dead or not. Just uninhabited. Not inhabited. I don't entirely understand Temperentia's deal. Because I thought it was said that Temperentia was one of the, like, titans that was sunk during the Aegis War. And was then used as, like, a midway point between Oraya and Morardain. At least that's what I remember hearing. Would be very weird. Granted, there are creatures living there on Temperentia. It's just that I thought it got nuked by Aegis power and is just a dead body of rock. I do love that after being so cagey towards her, they're now feeling sad they might be missing Morag. It was funny. What you got to say? Hey, you heard anything about suspicious going down at the Orion Ordanian summit?
There was one request I thought was decidedly suspicious. We had an Opon fellow asking about supplies of poisonous substances. I told him we do not handle such items here, and of course, and he left soon after. But from what I hear, he's been asking around other places too. Who knows what he might be plotting? Excuse me? Thanks. Still love the music. It's just very unique. Have you heard anything about anything untoward going on at the Uri Ardanian summit? Well, I saw these weird bird people. Not like Napon, a bit bigger and really birdly looking. I do find it funny that what are they called? They left my head. But like that enemy from Xeno 1 is now becoming like the henchman of Bana. It's funny. I think I saw pictures of them before in a picture book, but I can't remember what they're called. Turkin, maybe? That's it, they're called Turkin. Thinks that was really bugging me. But what would a bunch of Turkin be doing in a place like this? Thanks. Very interesting. Talk to me. Have you heard anything untoward going on at the Uri Ardanian summit? Oh, I have a good one for you. Now this I have to hear. Some kind of ingredient with a monstrously foul odor were carried into the Ardanian Titan vessel. The stench was so strong I can still smell it on my clothes. There were other ingredients too, weird and wonderful, the lot of them. I don't know what they're for, but it can't be our average recipes. So seemingly Bana like ferried over on an Ardanian ship. I do wonder. Myself, I am Ardanian, yet I live under the protection of Indol, and the Orions and Gomati here, for instance, seem to get along just well. But just look at those lot, clutching their tools of conflict and fixing one another with the coldest of stares. They can't even have a civil discussion short of holding a banquet like this. Don't you think it's absurd? If they have the time to be wasting on such extravagances, they should use it to save their own suffering people. It does frustrate me. Sometimes I think the people running those nations could learn a thing or two from our camp. I mean, not wrong. It's like all of those... Here's like a $5 million charity ball. Hey, you heard anything suspicious going down at the Uri Ardanian summit? Perhaps there are untoward intentions on the more Ardanian side. Frankly, I would expect it. But I can assure you that we of Uri have no intentions of trying anything funny. The word of Queen Rakura is absolute. We trust in our queen. And as she wields it, we gladly put our weapons aside. So there is no need for concern. Of course, if the queen ordered me to take up arms, I would gladly fight tooth and nail against those Ardanian dogs. You do well not to forget that. Don't worry, we won't do anything. But if we were ordered to do anything, we would totally do it. My, what confidence! Again, honestly, don't understand Temperentia's deal. It's definitely not sunk, at least. The way I kind of thought about it was that maybe it got sunk in a shallow part of the Cloud Sea. That way it, like, died, but its body... like, stayed out of the water primarily, but it's otherwise dead. Would kind of make sense for it to, like, be sunk, quote-unquote, but with lots of, like, rockiness still about it. Nearer, think high probability Bana lying low somewhere in Indol. Nearer, just pray we able to blow this case wide open before Queen Rakura arrive. That makes me wonder if that wasn't the queen then from the peace or the ceasefire talks. Nearer, counting on you. Have you heard anything untoward going on at the Uri Ardanian summit? Problems at the summit? A ridiculous notion. The summit will be held aboard this Titan battleship, so we have no need to fear attacks from the outside. This door is the only entrance, and it will not be opened until just before the summit to admit Queen Rakura. We have not allowed a single suspicious individual to pass this point. As such, there is no need to fear attack from within either. Cheers. Even though that one guy said that there was, like, foul-smelling stuff placed on board. Oh. Well, let's do more information finding. Tell us, Seo Khan. What do you see, O Khan? There's certainly something not quite right going on. I saw a very large wooden box being transported on the Titan battleship. It was accounted for on the inventory list, so most of my colleagues think it's no problem. But I honestly can't imagine what they would want such a huge box for. I'm worried about what might be inside. Knew that something weird would be going on. The Ardanian Titan battleship has extremely sturdy defenses. I doubt there's a single weapon in this whole port that could damage it. Besides, I hear the main conference will only be attended by a very select group of trustworthy individuals. I can't imagine how any miscreant could hope to get close to the VIPs to harm them, even if they wanted to. A lot of people are on edge, but I don't think there's anything to worry about. What about you, Fionncas? Know anything about a black market merchant who's been up to no good here in Indol? Nothing untoward is going on in the Ardanian army, I assure you. Those who have come to Indol belong to the Kareg Imperial Guard, elite soldiers who have sworn solemn oaths to protect the Emperor. So if anything suspicious were going on, I'd venture it would have been on the Orion side. I find it difficult to tell what those people are thinking sometimes. Never get too comfortable like, my side would never do anything. What about you? In the current climate, I fear almost anything could happen. I can scarcely wait for the day when that huge, awful Titan battleship is gone from our shores. It pains me to even see such an unsightly structure in our beautiful city. I am sure all upstanding Indoline citizens resent its presence. Why can Moradane and Orion not cease all the foolishness conflict and simply submit themselves to the will of Indol? Well, ain't you weird? How dare they be individuals? They should submit themselves to us instead. And all based on just like the architecture of a Titan battleship. Oh. That's just like, what's going on? It's just like, yeah, where am I supposed to go? We've gathered quite a bit of information now. Yeah, and plenty of it blatantly bogus. But there were some rumors in there that did bug me a bit. Time to sort out the real dirt from the baseless suspicion. Oh, detective time. First, we clear a basic premise. Who is targeting Summit of Nations? Is former Chairman Bana. Master Pond forget already? No, Tora not that stupid. It's traditional for to-do-scenes to start by listing information everybody know. Proper flow is for Rex to think carefully and provide answer. Okay. On to the next basic premise, then. Where is the summit being held? The Ardanian Titan battleship. It's inside the Titan battleship from Mor Ardain. Yes, that's right. It seems like Bana is planning an assassination, but what method do you think he might be using? He's gonna leap out of a box and stab everybody. He's gonna ban all over them. I think the method might be poison. Yeah, the ship's totally secure from the outside, and only trustworthy people will be attending after all. I guess the only method that really leaves is tampering with the food. But when would the poison be added? And to what exactly? Ooh, I don't think I paid attention to this. Like, I could only assume, like, the main meal. It's got to be the meal at the banquet, right? Yes, I can hardly imagine the VIPs will be preparing their own food. It's quite like to see Morag and Bridget try cooking for a banquet. And someone was saying they'd seen lots of weird ingredients being carried inside, right? Indeed they were. Suspicious big box carried inside too. Could the strong flavored ingredients be to hide the taste of the poison? You're sharp, Rex. I bet that's exactly what they're for.
The only question left is, who'll be carrying out the poisoning itself?
Let's see now.
The Turkin, obviously. Because they were... but that would also be a little bit odd, because the Turkin would then have to be on board and then do the poisoning. My favorite part of Xeno 2 is when Banna said, "It's Banna time!" and then banned all over the place. Exactly.
Could it be those Turkin? The ones that girl was talking about? Banna used Turkin as minions before. Tora, remember, from Artificial Blade Factory in Moradane.
I can see how they might be more convenient for him than hiring professional assassins, then.
Yeah, but you think Turkin know the first thing about cooking?
I don't know about that.
Listen, I think we're just going around in circles there. If we know somebody's probably gonna poison the food, why don't we go check out the battleship itself?
Good point. Regardless of who's carrying it out, we should act as if we're going to stop this plot.
That's settled then. Everybody go to dining hall of Ardanian battleship.
Banna the schemer. It seems that Banna's planning to put poison in the food at an important banquet. Find a way to stop him. Can we stab his ass? Throw him into the Cloud Sea. Hopefully Morag will be able to let us in. I'd be like, oh yes, they're the safety inspectors. Who better to look into safety than a salvager, an engineer Nopon, a mercenary prince. And the Special Inquisitor. That is a very big box. And nobody noticed? And a cat. And a cat. We have a salvager, a crown prince, engineer Nopon, a special inquisitor, and a terrorist cat. Wait, I'm sorry. It's just like, why is this at all allowed on this ship?
Hey, look what I found. We've never been here before, have we?
That is a literal lie. Like,
smells fresh.
I am like 90% sure that this is the same battleship that we rampaged out of. Either that or they have really good, like, cloning facilities. Quick, clone that Titan! And that is how Morardane started manufacturing blades. And now my brain went, what would a, like, flesh eater be if they... Morag! Morag, Why? You need to be court-martialed. You look in there and be like, oh yeah, we let the Turkin in. I love that, like, half the party is royalty of some type, and then you've got the original trio, who are all just random people. But yeah, just like, why? Why is none of the guards thinking this is weird?
Stop everything! Hold it!
What?
Why did they let Turkin on?
Poison! That food is poisoned! Poison?
I like that Rex just runs in here, shouting it.
We're past talking! Quick, grab him!
Yeah!
It would be borderline hilarious if these ones were legitimate.
Why not? Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all. I like you.
It'd be kind of funny if these were the legitimate, like, actual chefs, but like, there's no way. I mean, we could entirely just be racist right now. But just like most Turken are just like not all that trustworthy. Especially in the context of Bana. Oh, dang it. Oh yeah, I forgot that I moved things around. Beat up the cooks. Laser beam. Get slammed. Beat them all up.
No effect.
Get exploded. Be hilarious if it turns out that like, oh yes, those were our Turken like shifts. Whoa, you so mean. It's just baffling to me that like this is supposed to be like a super royal, hey, let's bring our countries together banquet. Which, like, maybe it's like, oh yeah, Turken, they're kind of native to Gorma. They'll have them do the food. But it's just like, wouldn't the more Ardanian... Like, you'd think that somebody, like Morag, would have been monitoring things to be like, hey, this is in regards to an ongoing investigation. We can't have potentially compromised chefs on board. Turken are neat and interesting since they're basically fully sentient and all like all the other people of the world, which is kind of covered in some of the quests on Gormott, where some Turken get hired as guards by the town, but and then there was like that DLC one where it's just like, oh hey, this carving's really great. Who did it? The person that we killed. Look.
Please wait!
Papoonin, what are you doing here?
I don't trust Papoonin. He was a minion of Bana.
Papoonin who hire world-famous band of gourmet chefs, fire dragons!
World famous, eh?
World famous?
Gourmet chefs.
Moradin, very insistent, want only very best food for important summit. Papoonin work wings to bone finding chefs, and now what this?
So we were just racist.
These guys are just a bunch of cooks.
I did think they were not putting up much of a fight.
Then this food is actually...
Taste test it, Princeman.
Delicious. I could eat this stuff forever.
What friend doing? Very expensive food now go to waste.
Sorry, we really did think they were here to murder someone.
Murder? What this nonsense?
Still don't fully trust you since you work for Bana.
I demand compensation.
No compensation for you.
Have no idea how much time and money Papoonin spent on this.
An explosion?
Did that come from the storage area? course, a BC could taste test potentially
what's going on?
poison food.
Explosion in the hangar! Right when everyone was busy with Queen Rakura's arrival. It's really bad.
That run animation.
The Queen is here. This is it.
Rex, we need to hurry.
Yeah.
Hey! Hey, wait! Hey! No running away! Compensation!
No compensation for you. Oh, hey. Affinity up for Wolfric. We use him like once. He's already leveling up.
It will help, I think.
And I guess just to be safe, go through everybody. Make sure everything is active. And the big box is gone.
Who are you, villain? Is this some underhanded Ardadian trick?
Wrong! But also right. Truth is complicated.
I mean, I guess we were... When our first information was one of the big weapons was gone.
That voice. Banner from the Argentum Guild.
Correct! Top box for the Queen.
But you were unseated as chairman.
Indeed.
It's not so easy to get rid of Banner. Trade Guild of Argentum belong to Banner, down to last screw, last drop of oil.
Hold it, Banner.
We're back.
You, Rex! Nah, Banner not let Rex interfere with plans.
Too bad.
Again and again, Banner not stand for this.
Master Pan, that artificial blade.
Yep.
Rosa! Meh. Tora feel much greater power than before. Especially
What's with that
from
G?
mark on forehead.
Is it literally made of gold?
What's going on? What's that?
A bobblehead.
Even Emperor comes straight to Banner. Convenient little mob to play.
Come on, Banner. Cut the bad guy talk and accept you've lost. You know you won't get away with it. What with all these witnesses here?
I mean, he does plan to kill everybody.
If Banner simply kill everyone, then nobody blah. Victory of Banner is assured.
You know we can't let you do that.
You think you handle the power of upgraded Giga Rosa? Things go very different this time.
From YouTube chat. Love how after trying to figure out some deep underhanded plot, turns out Ban is like, I'm gonna just kill him the normal way! It is kind of funny. We just all overthought his plans.
Quicken hearts. Breaking the goal.
Double spinning X.
Very rude, Bana. Oh, I got knocked down. Everything is hell. Electrofire Storm! Once again, it's just hard to tell what Bana is saying.
What's this?
Cyclone smash.
Just got a little courage to do. Try cement
Wolfric. Break 'em.
Are you all ready?
It's getting tough.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, I'm down. Oh, did he just say mooey mooey? But he's not here. Knocked down again. Everything is pain. That seems bad. What? Oh, it's a bomb! Good. I was just like, oh, what did that do? Oh, it's a bomb! Dang it. Oh, that is something you really need to focus on.
I'll bash you up
Gotcha.
proper next time, I swear.
Oh, wrong way.
I gotta try harder next time.
Definitely need to make everybody focus on the bomb when he shoots out.
Time to take you down. Come on, Dynamic spark sword. Why not?
My art's up for potions.
Why not? Bullseye. Double spinning
Quicken hearts.
Bam. Why not?
Try to keep it up.
Anchor shot.
Keep up my combos.
Get the blight away. I've got this. Why not? Double
Dang it.
spinning edge. Anchor shot. Rolling smash. Let's give him the full treatment. Tremble.
On you go. Like the
Second son.
Combo. Third stage.
Slow motion explosion.
Double spinning rolling smash. This might work. Sure. What's this?
Get more potions out there.
Double spinning edge. Shiva. Anchor shot. Double spinning edge.
Everybody, focus. This thing must die.
Rolling smash.
Very, very dangerous. What the hell? Quit knocking us all down. It's very rude.
We are most
Mui's not even here. He's gone insane.
It's as good as
Jesus Christ. I'm just constantly afraid that he's gonna, like, immediately shoot it again. What are you gonna do? Is the super area of effect doom? Dang it, he got up. Oh no, he didn't. For a moment there, I thought he got up during that. Oh, wrong thing. Target it. Kill it now. Ow. Kill. We can't allow him to get another super off. It would kill us all.
We can do it! Why not? We're gonna need a
Just a little bit more, and then we can chain attack him. How about I do this first? Let's see.
Go for it! Prepare yourself!
Super!
Time for a Zeke special.
Yeah!
Go!
Super!
Get blasted.
Here I come!
Let's keep it up.
Astounding!
Go for it!
Bring him down.
Elemental burst!
Time for a Zeke special.
Yeah!
We make an awesome team.
Astounding!
Counting on you, Nia!
You're the one who's futile, and you shall die.
We take care of it.
Although the fact that we haven't got to overkill is a bad sign.
Excellent!
Why aren't you dead yet?
Good.
Those two elemental. You can have a second form. I'm not ready for that.
Counting on you, Nia!
You're gonna have a second form, aren't you? Oh, got his pouch expansion kit. Think you understand how much chain attacks will do with how you leave them for the last sliver for an overkill. I'm just very afraid that I will not do enough. If you tap the left analog stick right as your attack connects your Arts of Trespasser, I know that. I know how to stutter step and auto cancel. That's a lot of HP potions that go there. Weird that we didn't get technical overkill. It didn't say overkill, which is weird.
Even Giga Rosa defeated by these nasty meddling kids.
And our cat.
This ends here, Bana. You are under arrest. The Praetorium will handle the judgment. Assassination is a serious matter. Your sentence will be harsh.
So the mercantile genius Banner meets an inglorious end before my very eyes. Pitiful.
Are you gonna go crazy and make Rosa self-destruct?
Banner is not kind of man to go down like this.
Figured.
If I go down, I take you with me.
Rosa, don't!
Aegeon!
Emperor, no! Why'd you run ahead? Oh, the Emperor's dead. And that's the first time that a Nopon has died on screen.
Niall Ardenek, you sought to protect us?
How'd you tank that?
Glad.
You didn't even do anything.
Majesty.
Like I get your point. Try to knock it out of his hand, but you had a shield that could tank it. Why?
Your Majesty, please, no.
Your Majesty, I have failed you.
And it's cracked too. He's dead.
It can't be. To protect us, you... Please, wake up. Niall!
And now there's not going to be an emperor to stop the council from going crazy.
Morag.
Dromark,
Yes?
distract the others.
Distract? I'm not sure I...
What are you going to do, Nia?
No. My lady, you cannot.
What are you going to do, Nia?
There's still time.
What do you mean still time? What?
Hurry.
Do you have some kind of magical revival wand?
There are more of them.
Where?
What'd you say?
This way. The rest of you should get to safety.
This is going to be awkward when he's
I'm on it.
Revealed to be a lie. But I wonder what it could be that Nia wanted it to be like away from everybody else's eyes. Because we know that Nia has a secret, as in the bathhouse scene. Hey, maybe this just might end the Orion-Ordanian conflict once and for all. Granted, the Senate's gonna probably do their best to make this sacrifice meaningless. What the hell? Her ears are upright. And she has new gloves, I think. So I guess it makes sense she is a healer, but...
You're
What?
gonna be fine.
But Is everybody in this game a blade? There was a blade core crystal in your chest, wasn't it? But like a weird color.
What do you mean, imagined it?
It was like a fusion of
You've got us
colors.
all
What?
in a proper tizzy.
My apologies. I thought I spied silhouettes. I did not mean to cause trouble.
Hey!
The crack is actually an error, I believe. Just an oopsie of reusing a model, huh?
Hey, you guys! His Majesty the Emperor is awake.
What?
Can it be?
Everybody's a Blade Chronicles 2. It's just like, that's what it's beginning to feel like.
Majesty?
Then again, if my thought process of like, oh, is everybody in Torna a Blade? Then I guess it wouldn't be that crazy to assume that Nia, having been part of, like, Torna, is a Blade. Or she could be a Flesh Eater. She could be a Flesh Eater. Who knows? Somebody's gonna be a Flesh Eater! They didn't introduce the concept if they weren't gonna use it again!
I apologize for making you worry.
Somebody has to be it!
Majesty.
The only reason I would think Flesh Eater over
it's a
Blade
miracle.
is because she is clearly
When the giant
Gormati.
returned to his core, I was certain we had lost
And
you.
I don't think
Honestly, you call yourselves
there's,
soldiers.
like, a Gormati Blade.
First aid? Anyone heard of it?
But his wounds.
He didn't even have any visual wounds, I
Just
know.
scratches.
Like, limitations, but still.
Nothing me and Dromark can't handle.
You saved. Thank you, Nia. I truly don't know how to. I will never be able to repay you for what you.
Oh, don't sweat it. Let's just say you owe me one. That'll do fine, right?
Nia.
And at the end of the day, only Banna died. And I guess Rosa. But she didn't seem sentient. Well, Blade's gonna appear, however, including insanely human, right? Like, I mean, I guess that's true. I mean, we do have, like, Nim. And Flesh Eaters are still Blades, just Blades fused of human
You shouldn't
cells
be up.
in one way or another. And then on Banadine, and nothing of value
It's
is
only been one
lost.
day. Please don't strain yourself.
Half a day off and look at all this paperwork.
Well, almost dying
I
might do
swear.
that.
It's like they don't want me to sleep at all.
Majesty.
Special Inquisitor, I hereby issue you new orders.
Help, Rex.
It is my wish that you travel with the Aegis as an emissary of the Empire. Guard her, and defend her against her enemies until she reaches Tantal.
Guard the Aegis.
I've already discussed it with His Eminence.
Yeah, Amalthus, maybe.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I cannot accept.
You just got exploded.
Just think about what happened yesterday. It would be sheer foolishness for me to leave your side.
That was just one rogue Nopon.
Is that so?
Huh?
can see it in your eyes. It's clear that the Aegis, or rather, that boy, has made a great impression on you.
That's not. I am your Special Inquisitor. Ensuring your Majesty's safety is my only concern. To abandon that duty and go traveling... Is this... Aegeon's?
Still has the crack.
A driver who cannot even protect himself is no
It's just
driver
like-
at all.
They even,
Yesterday's
like,
events
it both
have made
times
me
put it in clear view.
keenly aware that I have no aptitude for it. It will be of more use in your hands.
Majesty.
The world is changing, Morag. I trust you more than anyone to lend that boy the wisdom and strength he will need.
Like, it wouldn't be as, like...
I miss it, you know?
Egregious
Like
if they,
you
like,
killing
turned
Garnet.
the crack away.
What?
Remember when the two of us would shake off the servants and go swimming there?
Yes. Of course.
Kids from the nearby village would come too. Good times.
Majesty.
If more Ardennes, no, the whole of Allrest, could be like that again, wouldn't it be beautiful?
Is that my new duty then?
In truth, it should have been you sitting in this chair right now.
I mean, you are the older sibling.
The Imperial line has always passed from father to son.
Ah,
On the day
misogyny.
your Majesty was born, that's exactly what happened. I knew that day would come. It came as no surprise.
You were raised by my father to take the throne of the Empire, as befits the daughter of my Lord Uncle Andrig.
Lord Uncle.
And I am grateful for it. If not for him, I would never have met Bridget. Never have met them. I'd have missed out on so much.
There. Those are your true feelings. A magnificent power resides in you. Morag, power like yours exists to be used.
Niall.
You've been tied down long enough. Follow your heart, Morag Lidair.
I have no words. Thank you, Your Majesty. Very well then. I hereby accept the task you have assigned to me.
That's the Morag I know and love. Make me proud.
That's really cool. And I'm definitely giving her Aegeon's crystal the moment it comes online. But it's still hilarious that they just accidentally used the broken core crystal one. Because, like, I don't remember rocks looking like that.
So that's
Or
how it is.
Vesses.
It seems our paths continue to
And they
entwine.
did it twice.
That's awesome news. To be honest, I was really hoping there was some way you could stick around. I was just thinking of asking you myself.
Saved you the trouble, did I?
That you did. Thanks a bunch, Morag.
Yet another handshake. Handshakes forever. We're on a ship.
I can't help but feel that in all the confusion surrounding Banner, our concerns have been neatly swept aside.
The Praetorium maintains absolute control over blade distribution. It is quite vexing.
Awakening rates from natural cores are very low, which limits the pool of compatible drivers.
So to create large numbers of drivers, the cleansing Indol provides is a necessity.
Exactly.
That much I'm willing to accept. The real problem is the fact that the Aegis has awakened. Now, this is no time to be squabbling over territory. If we misread the situation even a little, Uriah itself could be sunk to the Cloud Sea's bed. Emperor Nile must surely be thinking the same thing. That's why he sent his precious Morag to shepherd them along.
Then why don't you send your own envoy?
And now we find ourselves in their debt.
Who could have predicted such an act of selflessness? Was it just the passion of youth? Or was it...
My liege?
In any case, for now we should keep our troops mobilized while we monitor the situation. I hardly expect Tantal will comply with the Praetor's plan so easily either.
Not even saving her from being exploded is enough to earn her respect. I guess I'll keep this one. Though maybe bringing in Morag. I probably want to use Zeke more. And plus we shouldn't have, like, super duper battles against bosses for a little bit. At least excuse me. At least I only died to, like, what appeared to be a massive AoE damage move.
I'll never stop growing. I can open anything.
The real Skyrim experience. But that is very interesting that Rocks was normal, but they used the cracked one there. Reminds me of, I think, last time I streamed, or no, the time before that, we had a chatter that, like, basically headcanoned that the, like, blades that were utterly annihilated by Mithra could still come back. And I wonder if that might be a foundation of their headcanon. It's like, oh, well, Aegon's core was cracked. Which, to be fair, from a casual playthrough perspective, definitely feels like that would be possible. Because, I mean, I thought that was like, oh my god, his core crystal was cracked. And probably would have come to the same conclusion if I wasn't informed it was an oopsie. I do like this, too. Firmly submits Morag as a party member, whereas until now she was just traveling companion, ultimately. I do like that. Like, it shows... It also shows that she's not just traveling with the group for, like, oh, the Empire. She's doing it for, like, her own wants as well. I think there's another reason, but won't go into it. Completely fair. Dorara, hear the news! Friends wanting to go to Tantal? Well, actually not yet. We'd had some stories, so... We'll quickly go try and set up that one guy's shop on the Dead Titan. Let's see. Temporentia. Although from its, like, design, it kind of looks like a... What's it called? Like a ray from the sea creature, the ray. I think Stingray? Kind of looks like that. We'll go and help that guy set up his shop. But yeah, at least we got, like, a hint of...
We came a pretty long way, hey?
Like, Nia's secret. Which appears to be... Like, before we do that, let's quickly see. What ones do you have? What blades? Forestry, Ancient Wisdom, Agronomy. We have a lot of Agronomy, but also Nopon Wisdom. So we might see Super Strength, Titan Deep Wisdom, and Salvaging. And when you get back, we'll put you on, maybe.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, I think that'll be it. Because now we can basically use the not in the party currently people as kind of field skill people. But at the same time, there's also a little bit of where, again, this all comes back to, man, I really wish that the game had the same kind of, like, special stuff when, like, a story beat happens. a story beat happens, and then you're able to, like, customize your team a bit. I wish that was carried over from Xenoblade 1. Because, like, if you get jumped by a story, like, fight, the story fights tend to be quite difficult lately. When it comes to Torna, when it comes to, like, Chairman Bana, being able to modify the team going into the fight, especially since blades are so important, would be very nice.
I know quite a bit.
In my experience,
Be quite nice game. So it just feels weird that they don't let you. Also, I hope you enjoyed Aegeon's character, because now he somehow gets less acknowledgement than Rock gets. That is hilarious. He only had, like, what? 2 scenes, really, that he even spoke in? The scene that introduces the Emperor, and then his death. Surely the fanfics fix it. So, you lunatic, where do you want to set up your base of operations? Thanks, friends, for coming. Sniffiffy opened shop at our Danian garrison that friends can see from here. Pretty classy stuff. This too soon for celebrating. Sniff, sniff. Sniffiffy catches smell of strong monsters. He's a Amon Balgus. Very scary monster. Probably gobble Sniffiffy up. If friends defeat 3 of Monster Sniffiffy, probably able to secure safe path to destination. We can take care of this easily. Well, that's good to hear. Let's do it together. Good luck, friends. Sniffiffy will watch friends from safe distance and make dash for it as soon as it looks safe. I wonder how... Okay, ominous. Just you floating there, you freak.
Okay.
Ah,
bring it
shit.
on.
Makes me wonder how you're supposed to get down normally. Well, that's a lot of damage. And you have the audacity to label yourself a low level, you bastard.
Give us your blessing. You were so unbridled.
I don't know why, but it's like every time we come here, the audio breaks.
I no longer live in fear.
We'll beat them with the power of rage.
It's kind of funny that this, like, Telethia-looking guy also has lots of evasion just naturally. Get toppled, freak.
This is where we prove ourselves.
Tremble at our fearsome might!
Just give me the words.
I think. From YouTube chat, Merry Xenoblade Chronicles Xmas, one and all. If only they actually released it on, like, Christmas.
We will take.
If only they started development a little bit sooner, then it could have been a Xenoblade Chronicles Xmas. But this might not be the way they intend for you to get down. Zeke, stop burning alive. That's illegal in 50 states. This is, as far as I'm aware, the only way to get down.
Puppy boosters engaged.
I find it hilarious that, with the exception of Rock, I don't really use wind types. Now if I got the little green-feathered guy, I'd probably use him just on aesthetics alone. But we don't know where he is. Probably not at all what they intend. But we're down here now. Let's see if these things are capable of being killed. Get over here. We just need to kill 3 of you. Come on, charge at us. Prepare for your demise. He's buried somewhere in your common horde. Funnily enough, I was like intending of like giving out a few more commons to try and get more expeditionists. I need them. Get smashed. A smash that kills. Mutter grandiosity. Oh yeah, we're so powerful they don't even want to mess with us. Prepare for death. Prepare for demise.
Well done. Maybe we're not.
Perfect timing for my combo.
Farewell.
Farewell. Get blasted by water.
Raging charge! Focus! Ha! One shot! Anchor shot! Make haste and retreat!
Just what I know.
Ba ba ba. Get knocked down. We need to kill 3 of you. Get slammed. Money, 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 money. Apparently the only ones left are all this way, deep into the nowhere.
And arrived.
Oh, this is where we were
From
going.
you to chat. Any spoilers lately? I don't think so. Oh, another dinosaur. Trying to think. Like, not spoilers, but I did kind of have the funny moment of like, oh my god, Aegeon's core crystal is correct, but apparently that's a model error that they do twice. Which is just hilarious. Wait, it wasn't around last stream, but Zeke is the last person to open cores, so you're fine to open as you please now. Ah!
What have we here?
So we can open cores like crazy if we wanted. Yay. So maybe after we do this quest and before we go to Tantal, we shall try to hand out a few rares and do a bunch more commons. Do a lot more commons. Hand out some rares, maybe a legendary or 2.
This will be a walk in the park. I won't even.
Although, I mean, I guess I could just do them all whenever, because not much, like, point in hoarding them now. The only thing, really, that would hold me back is I'm not sure exactly how the booster situation would work.
What's this?
I mean, I can assume that the little bird guy that I want to get might be like a wind type, so if I analyze the things properly, could like see about it. Get smashed.
Looks like I'm a... Leave it to me.
I missed my topple. I'm a failure.
Good kid. Just lightning. Why not? I think we can get a good hit in.
I guess this is the way that, like... Jesus, did what? What do you mean? There's another one? There's multiple? What? Why do you have them?
And arrived.
Oh, this is where we were going.
No more saving up for potential mystery party members. We need not worry. Good job, friends. Everyone make it across safely. Now it's time to start selling stuffs to our Danian militia. Sniff, 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 sniff. Uh-oh, it's not good. Something wrong? Sniffy smells same scent as products we brought coming all around. Are products that we bring already supplied to standard military? We not sell anything at this rate. Hey, are you sure you're okay? I wish Zeke could show some concern like Rex does. Meh, 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 meh. Sniffy, no. Must get a new product lineup here in Temperantia. Collect things that seem useful from around here and make into product. We'll help you out. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Friend's very kind. Sniffy might crying. Okay, please find Sniffy any useful materials from Temperantia. Just need enough materials to be able to start a business. Got it. Sniffy will be waiting then. Well, yeah, and I guess, like, in terms of, like, story developments, we got a, like, quick sneak peek at Nia's, like, secret. Like, maybe she's a blade, a flesh eater, who knows? It looked like she had a core crystal in her chest. Even if it was multiple colors.
What have we here?
Flora heals an aching soul.
Which, considering my my joke of, like, is everybody who is in Torna a blade, might just come out to be reality. Jin is a blade, Malos is a blade, Nia looks like she might be a blade. At least it was just Jin. Would have been awkward if multiple got hijacked. Exactly! They've excavated too many. The boosters make it more likely to get rare blade of a certain element, and increasing idea stats increases your common blade crown rank. Still don't know exactly what the crown rank is. I guess maybe just more likely to have more affinity skills. Hence, Justice booster is becoming important for ultra rare blade. Luckily, I can basically grind out my boosters any which way I want from all of the salvaging I could do. Jin's a blade. Malos is a blade. Are there any other blades I need to know about? Nia. Meow. The meme extra works because Nia is indeed a cat. It would only work better if her name was Gary. Hey, why won't you tell me something funny, like something side-splitting? Oh, Mithra, if you put the pressure on like that, it's impossible to be funny. It's a pleasure. You may not know me, but I certainly know you. You're the ones who defeated the terrible Aishma, aren't you? Given your apparent skill, there is something I would like to ask you. Will you hear me out? I reckon we ought to find out more. What do you think, Pandoria? With you on that one, Princey. Let's hear the details. I'm a member of the Technological Research Center, and the object you see beside me is the remains of a weapon used in a great war in an age long past. I intend to research how it operated and the functions it served. Mithra pipes up. Actually, that was a food dispenser. With any luck, we can use it as inspiration to develop modern weapons for the Ardanian army. There are similar weapons strewn all across Temperantia. I would appreciate it if you could help me collect them. We'll take care of this in no time flat. I believe there are a large number of these weapon relics out there, but 4 should be plenty for my purposes. I'm counting on you to bring me some excellent research samples. And from YouTube chat, I never bother with boosters unless I'm grinding for certain blades, but it would be fun to experiment. That's kind of my thought, like, boosters are just there to like, set you on a path. And not actually, like...
Isn't it great we can get
Like, in a way, they're just kind of odd.
specialist feel? I know more than I let on.
Because, outside of... Like, if I'm fairly certain, all boosters do is they override all the other stuff.
Next time,
Completely forgot that they came back in. Because I'm fairly certain that they, like, if you use one booster, it overrides everything else.
I feel like I'd be
Like,
great on the
immediately. Also looking at the experience. Things could get out. Now we could send out... Maybe.
I'll do it.
Time to affirm my existence. I hope you'll pray for my safe return.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
I can send
Should
you.
be fun.
We need a Chroma Katana.
I withdraw reluctantly.
I guess we could look for Info Collector and see if we have a Chroma Katana Info Collector, even though I doubt it. I very much doubt that there's going to be one. We only have 2 Info Collectors. Damn it. Damn it! We'll come back to rarity. And just find a Chroma Katana somewhere around here. Here, Chroma Katana.
Reporting.
Wait a minute. I wonder why they have shields.
From today, we're the bravest of the brave.
And
Follow
go,
me,
bravest
everyone.
of brave.
Have fun, chaps!
Be very brave. Be very afraid. Yeah, locks the idea group and increases the ideal level. It only applies to that role, and the element is still RNG, even if you use it. Yeah, because there's like 2 elements per thing, I believe. Alright, first things first, I want to see who has the most common blades. Let's see. Rex has 1 and 2/5 rare blades. Otherwise, really, he's only has like 3 lines of normal. More commons for Zeke, definitely. Nia seems like she has roughly the same amount as Rex. Can't give any to you. And then Morag has like a decent amount of commons, but not as many rares. So lots more commons to Zeke, which is hilarious because I could have sworn we gave you a lot. But let's see. So if we want to try and go for a wind, we want to use truth boosters. But I wonder what ultimately Nia's little secret's going to turn out to be. What's going to compel her to reveal it to everybody? Apparently she needs to bust it out to fully heal somebody on the brink of death, or if not just absolutely bring them back to life. Damn it. Worthless to me. And one of these days we'll have to start culling our normal blades a bit. What I should do is, like, go through and favorite every blade that has, like, more field skills to apply. And not just elemental. transport mastery, not bad. I do enjoy me some transport mastery. But could you give me an expeditionist? I could very much use another expeditionist. Only have the one! I only have the singular. Really to see. Ichthology and darkness. Darketh Chthology. The dark fish. The fish of darkness. They lurk in the most shadowed realms of the ocean. But not the sea. One funny thing is, like, one of these days... Well, that's a face. That's a face that can do some industry. But it'll be one of these days, a rare blade will leap from these common cores and say, "Surprise!" Makes me wonder if, like, common, rare, and legendary are, like, in-universe terms, or if it's just, like, gameplay. It'd be kind of funny. Big buff man. You know, the last one of you we got, I think, had, Expeditionist. Damn it, you're worse than nothing. You're literally dirt. Your element is literally all you are. Another big man. Will you also be dirt? Your darkness and a bit ball? And your industry mastery. Everybody wants to get into industry these days. You know, as a funny, have a rare. We'll get the rarest common there is. An expeditionist, apparently. The ultimate rare. It's not Cosmos. It's an expeditionist field skill. The rarest field skill indeed is an expeditionist. Suffering from success. Now I just need to pray nothing happens to Zeke because I think he has both of my expeditionists. Oh, but also while I'm here, let's see. You don't. You are already favorited. Favorited. People who have stuff get favorited. Then people who aren't, they'll be thrown to the darkness. Favorite everybody, all rare blades and all blades with field skills. And then I can probably then sort by favorites, maybe. That'd be nice. Still, I can't believe that my joke came to life. The timing. What is the possibilities of that? That I would give him a rare blade and joke the rarest thing there is an expeditionist and then get an expeditionist. Well, that's funny. Both poppies count as one. Favorite all of you. Favorite everybody who has skills to use. Everybody else can be thrown to the wind. Aegon is king common. He thinks he's rare. Don't tell him. Aegon is tragic is what he is. Because he does kind of have the normal common blade aesthetic to him, doesn't he? Now let's see. 2, 3, 4. Beginning on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. 2. So, a few more to Zeke, Rex, and Morag eventually. You know, as a funny, legendary with truth booster. What will happen? Let us see. Give me my little bird man. Who isn't Rock? Rock is cool. I think that might have been his silhouette. Don't you dare tempt me, you temptress. Damn it, I've been tempted. Can you at least give me another expeditionist as a consolation? Oh, we got salvaging. Hey, I like salvaging. Salvaging's nice. Okay, but a few more commons. Give Burb game. Give me the Burb.
Well, we'd like to, but this is a rated T for teen game.
I think it is it? What rating is Xenoblade, actually? I think it might be rated M. I completely forget. Ratings basically mean nothing to me anymore. Ah, damn it. It's just the wind. Worthless wind. It does swear. And rated T for teen games can swear sometimes. I mean, PG-13 movies can say fuck. Like, twice. But still. Rated T for traumatizing. Exactly. We'll do one more for you, then throw a few onto Morag. He does a JoJo pose. Ooh, lots. Salvaging and industry. We could have so many salvage. I did say only one more for you. Hey, Morag, have a few. You are very brave. Wouldn't it be hilarious if we got Cosmos out of this thing right now? I mean, it's not at all like I used up all of my luck by saying, obviously I'll get an expeditionist. It's the rarest thing of all. Dang it, I didn't even see what skills it had. Or what its name was. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. Power on the core. From the YouTube chat. I have work tomorrow, the day after Christmas. Sometimes a horrifying day. Like, I can only imagine that, like, the day, like, before Christmas and after Christmas are probably some of the worst days to work in, like, normal retail. Because you get all the people coming in and be like, I need to get a late gift. Then you have all the people coming in trying to return gifts. It's all a nightmare. Game's like, well, we was gonna give you Cosmos and Burb, but you asked for Expeditionist. I can't believe I used all my luck on a common. Granted, now, like, to be fair, it is a common that I only had one of before. But still. I wonder what kind of did that... Oh, you have cat ears. Huh. I guess they can look like Gormati. Too bad you're useless and you're only your element. The power of 69. Give us, I don't know, the horniest blade. Oh, 69 core. Maybe I should have used legendary. Discount Nia. Kind of, okay, it was the common Nia. What we have is legendary Nia. So legendary, she has 2 different forms. I swear, sometimes some cores feel like they glow and shake a lot more than others. But it's probably just me kind of zoning out and then being like, oh, it's doing stuff, and then it's never doing something good. We got more bug people. We'll have our own Hidden Leaf village eventually. Now I had a weird thought. I wonder what it would be like if this game had like a common core fusing, like a mechanic. So you could try to put a bunch of field skills onto one, rather than just have to like keep praying. Ooh, mineralogy and ithacology. Minerals and fish. We shall do it one more time. Truth Booster! Let's go for 3. And let's go! And then we'll probably stop our goings-on here. Build a blade mechanic, kinda. I have been stabbed in the gut by demons. I was gonna say, if all you had was your elemental mastery, I would have killed you right now, hear you? I would have released you, I would have chucked your core into the dankness of the oceans. And no one would have found you again.
It's always a relief to return home.
Honestly, being able to do that could make a common insanely powerful like Poppy. Maybe. I more meant like in the like way of getting like skills onto a blade, not like stats. Because like you're probably not going to use a common blade for stats in this game, unless it's like a ridiculous kind of blade. I more meant be like, hey, let's fill it up so that they can actually have more growth. Like here, this person's only 20 growth. Make it have a fuse mechanic so a common blade can get up to, I don't know, like 30 growth. Maybe a little bit less than a like normal like guy.
Mercenaries have a sort of bad rep, don't they? Off we go, we go!
We could do girls talk, but I think I send Vale out with the guy. With the man. So we'll send info collectors instead.
At your command.
At your command.
Best of luck, guys.
I probably should have just said it be like sorted by info collector.
Yes, sir.
Go Tingling Troop.
I hereby call you the Tingling Troop. Free dumplings all around. No more than 300 gold on snacks, okay?
I think I've seen someone do effectively a Xenoblade 2 Nuzlocke where they did use commons naturally. That's kind of cool. In general, nobody uses commons for anything other than field skills and merc missions. Rip bozo. And from Twitch chat, there is a skill called Orb Master, which only common blades have. That's neat. Like, hey, we should do something good for the common blades. And it probably didn't help them.
Darkness envelops the world in its Stygian embrace.
We'd better stay alert.
I guess we shall get a move on back to Indling. And we will get a move on with the story. Granted, like, most of my ideas are probably stuff like, this would be nice to have, but at the same time, Xenoblade 2 was a rushed game. It's a miracle it's as good as it is that we have it at all. But let's go to Tantal.
Actually, ship captain was Indling and go into deep mourning for Lady Fan. Then was nobody left to steer ship. And so Dorora got selected to replace. Dorora never go there before, so we'll have to work hard to make trip success. Dorora not worry though. With Prince of Tantal on board, getting in should be piece of pollen cake.
Do not eat the pollen. The pollen kills. Oh hey, main menu music.
Say, chum, which one do you fancy? Pyra or Mithra?
Weird comment.
Zeke, you can't just ask someone... Anyway, they're the same person. I've never really thought of them separately.
Are you serious? But they're like totally different characters.
Yeah, but they're still like the
Mithra
same.
is jolly intense. And Pyra is just totally mellow, or, I don't know, what's the opposite of pushy?
On the outside, maybe. But Pyra's got a lot of backbone, too. She can be pretty stubborn.
She can almost get herself killed through that
You
stubbornness.
seem to understand them pretty deeply. Well, I suppose you are their driver.
What about you? What do you know about Pandoria?
Hey,
Yeah?
you're a prince from Tantal, aren't you, Zeke? Why were you in the Praetorium?
I mean, you can't just ask someone.
What is
his
with that
old man kicked him
crystal
out.
in your chest?
Oi! No, bad blade, bad. How long have you been standing there?
From about... Which one do you fancy?
Which one do you That's the whole conversation.
As I was saying, my prince got disowned by his father.
Harsh.
He spent all his time traveling the world for fun, instead of attending to his studies. Then bye!
It wasn't for fun. I was learning all about society and international relations.
International relations, that what you call it?
Oi, can it you? What are you doing anyway? Dissing your own driver.
Being her own blade.
You guys crack me up.
I love him, really.
I keep forgetting that she has a tail.
Anyway, he sounds tough. Zeke's dad, I mean.
Are we gonna kill him too?
Tantal is an isolationist society.
Huh.
Crossing its borders without leave is strictly forbidden. It's been that way for ages now.
Oh.
Kind of makes sense. It's just like the nation
But
descended
you've
from
seen how
Adam.
my prince here is. Couldn't stop himself leaving a few times, so he got chewed out and disowned. Back when he was 15 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
How long have you been out?
Then the praetor himself found him half dead on the ground one day and took
Yeesh.
him in. He made up that special envoy stuff.
And that's how you ended up in Indol.
And lived
It
his
all
whole
makes
life there.
sense now.
Except for when he traveled.
Oh, but wait. Is it safe for you to go back to Tantal then?
This time we've got official business from the Praetorium. It'll be fine. Probably. Besides,
Yeah?
Tantal is too ignorant of the outside world. It needs a wake-up call.
And
Sire, we have reached the designated coordinates.
And just to pause, because I really want to ruminate on this thought. if they are descended of Adam, wouldn't they really appreciate having Adam's Aegis come visit?
Please.
Right. Ready?
You betcha!
Huh?
Shut up and sit down, chum. This'll be great.
Are we invading? He's gonna make a show of it, isn't he? Shining a light down into the clouds? The clouds? See, is it like a submarine world? Is that how Torna got a submarine? It's from Tantal? Oh, it's Atlantis.
My lord, Genbu has begun surfacing.
I am aware. It's Pandoria.
Then the prince...
Yes.
We have received reports that he made contact with the Aegis in Indol.
Oh, so isolationist.
So after 500 years, he makes his move.
Ooh.
Traitor Amalthus.
This is an aesthetic.
We must act to protect our days of peace, even if they are a dream that cannot last.
Ominous! No wonder they're an isolationist society. They live in an underwater giant turtle. They're like, can't sink a Titan if it's already sunk. But it really makes me wonder.
Oh, it's just like a bigger version of Turtus.
Oh, no wonder he likes
called
turtles.
Genbu.
Reminds him of home.
It's the same, like, Titan type as Uriah. Normally, it's submerged in the Cloud Sea.
Even in early fall, it can get pretty cold inside Tantal. Mind you don't freeze.
I really can't stand the cold.
I can provide my own warmth. You can stay close to me if you like.
Me as well.
Stand close to the fire, ladies.
You guys are pretty handy to have around.
Well, it is our trademark, right?
Essentially.
Aren't you going to be cold like that, Shellhead?
I'm used to it. I'll be dandy.
He's naturally dense. It's good insulation.
Oh, makes sense.
Stop encouraging her, gang of bullies.
I really like Zeke. He is funny. I do wonder how this is going to go. Because each chapter is like its own, like, leg of the story, its own little arc to a degree. See, this is the Christmas episode. Also, that shot really reminds me of Valak Mountain, I believe, from Xeno 1. Ooh, guitar. Kingdom of Tantal.
Hey, us again. I hope things went well.
Yeah. Oh, new stage added to Tiger. I really should go play more of it. Sometime. Zeke is the best combination of competent and silly. Really does feel like it. It's kind of crouching moron, hidden badass.
From now on.
Are you even nice top.
Where they are funny, but still competent.
From with this power.
We don't have 335 strength people. We are the failures.
I withdraw reluctantly.
Time to affirm my existence. You need my help? I'll lend you.
We'll just send a full team to level up, I guess.
I won't talk your ear off.
On this
There's work
simple
to
one.
do.
Go, Boreas.
We'll be the voracious vanguard
we'll eat them out of house and home.
Have fun, chaps!
But this is some nice architecture. Seems pretty different from... For a moment there, the musical chords made me think, like, wait a minute, have I heard, like, that kind of arrangement before? Or not arrangement, but, like, series of chords before. Litharian Snowfield. So there's Litharia and Letheria. Lie and Le. Hello there, Arno Capybara.
Time to take you down.
Go get him!
We're here to fight you. We are invading your home.
Let me take it!
Rolling smash!
We are here to invade your home of Atlantis.
The Seekinator!
I would make more like Atlantis, the Lost Empire references, but it's been a long time since I watched that movie, and I forget like a lot of characters' names. The fuck?
Everyone's getting psyched.
How dare you, Burrow? Prepare for death.
Rolling smash! Thunder Doom!
No dodging. Dodging is easy. Had to show off with more explosions, did you? Eh? Huh, big ol' carving. I really like the music. And like all the ether in the air, it looks like. Again, it's kind of funny that ether is like hardly mentioned in this game. Felt like it was being mentioned all the time. Hilarious.
Hey, Nia? Do you,
She really is a cat.
mind?
Come on, it's not so bad. You're just so warm. I can't help it.
Literally a cat.
It's a function of what's known as infrared radiation.
What?
Gramps knows everything.
I'm not your personal heater, you know?
My lady, if you desire warmth, why not take some from me?
You're a
This
water
spider
elemental.
seems to be in some distress.
Not sure how well it'd work.
Your fur's all stiff and spiky with a cold. It'd be murder on my sensitive skin.
But, my lady...
You insult everybody.
Hey, is it just me, or are the ether lines really dim?
Speaking of mentioning ether.
Ether lines? You know, those things. The glowing threads that run inside a titan.
That is the glow of pure ether coursing through the Titan's body.
I guess if you are
You
quite
can
dim
compare
there.
it to the bloodstream of a human.
You've got good eyes. Genbu has pretty bad circulation compared to other Titans.
Yeesh.
They say it's why we have a cold climate and awful crops.
How are you an isolationist kingdom if you have awful
So
crops?
it's cold-blooded.
Literally is a turtle.
Call it what you like.
Oh, this is a cool enemy design. I like that. That's kind of funny. A cold-blooded titan. Just very... I like the world building. It's like... And again, it's just like kind of funny how I was like, you know, they don't talk about ether all that much. Bam! Immediately, ether mention. The game heard me talking shit.
What have we here?
Isn't it great we can get all this stuff right out of the ground?
This isn't ground, this is stone. That's a building. Isn't it great we can get all this stuff out of the fallen civilizations that have come before.
Nice. Very nice.
Again, this music's very nice. Ooh! I would have missed all this.
What have we here?
I think I saw, like, a little ways this way. Though it's not the way the game wants me to go. I'm just interested.
It's also compared to a Titan's blood, which is kind of how it was in 1-2 with it being the Bionis' blood.
Yep.
Which I guess could explain why maybe Ether is less prevalent in this game, because, like, not all Titans are very big, and more than likely... Oh, wait, no, I think this is the way we came. It's just that we got there, I got turned around, and I'm just like, oh, is there a way off to the right I didn't see? No, that's the way we came from.
I am a fool! I am an utter meringue.
Now, it kind of makes me wonder, like, in a size comparison, how some of these Titans might compare to the Bionis. I'd personally bet that the Bionis would probably absolutely dwarf all the other Titans out and about. Interesting. There seems to be, like, ice over there. That's, like...
Oh, this place goes all the way down? Huh. Very interesting place. Ooh, treasure trove. Mine.
Treasure acquired.
We claim this trove.
In my experience,
mine.
The music's just very nice.
If there's one thing that hasn't really changed between the Xenoblade games, the music is just absolutely great. Makes me wonder how the presumably more, like, electric and techno music of Xenoblade X might hold up.
Ha-ha! Secret!
Treasure acquired.
I really need to use ox cores more.
Come out, come out.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Mine. Now I have to make like a jump back to the bridge, or else we're dead. Oh, good jump. If we're generous for areas we don't explore, see, the Titans of 2 are still no bigger than a single area of the Bionis, I imagine. Definitely. I mean, just look at Endol. That place is kind of small. All they have is a single city on the back of a Titan. And not much else on that Titan's seems to be, like, usable space. Although, one thing I'm kind of disappointed is, aside from Gramps, none of the other Titans are characters. Which is kind of disappointing. Wouldn't it be extra cool if, like, the Titans themselves, the homes and countries of all these people, were also characters in their own right? What if there was a country that named their Titan their, like, king? Because that's the one downside of, like, such a jam-packed game.
Come out, come out.
Some ideas will obviously be left on the floor eventually. Oh, there's a heart-to-heart. We might grab that.
You're in the way.
Okay, time to
Though.
take you down.
Make sure you got my fingers.
Titans act are almost treated like animals more than anything, with Gramps being a very weird exception. Exactly, it's just like our first introduction to Titans was Gramps, so it just feels like Titans should be more character-driven than they are. Like, they could explain that, like, some lesser Titans aren't as sapient as Gramps and other Titans like the boat ones. And the ones that need to be bribed with pollen orbs. But it just feels weird that Gramps,
I'll be fine.
like kind of a
Offense
draconic
is the best
Titan,
defense, right?
is like this weird exception compared to all the other Titans that we've met along the way. Like, you'd think that at least the country Titans, like Morardain, Gormott, and Uriah, would be like their own like creatures with personalities and
Treasure acquired.
lives. But I guess on the one hand, maybe they didn't want to have, like, more ancient characters than they, like, needed. Because if every single Titan was a character in their own right, at least when it came to the country ones, Gormott, Morardain, Uriah, Indol, then, like, there would probably be a lot of characters that could kind of tread on, like, Amalthus's trademark, let's say. Because Amalthus is kind of the be-all, end-all of has been here since the Aegis War and wasn't put out of commission and isn't an enemy.
Just give me the words.
So if there were Titans who were, like, obviously then as old as the Aegis War, there would, like, be other perspectives that probably would get in the way, maybe. Ooh.
Holy shit, that critical hit rate! What? 42%? Give me!
Just imagining Morardain as a borderline senile old man. But then that could also be extra sad, because they could have, like, imagine if the Morardanian capital was set up, like, right on the shoulder of Morardain, and, like, the Titan Morardain was like a Grand Vizier to the emperors of past. And so it's not just, oh, the land they call home is dying. It's not just like this living thing that they live on is dying. It becomes this person that has been there for the Empire of Morardain for so long is also dying. Oh well, that's why we have fan fiction. Kind of interesting that they, like, have... There's nobody out here. Finally, some guards. And some crystals.
I wanted that collection, boy!
Oh my. This is the very picture of the ancient civilizations I've read about.
It's a pretty classic look.
Is this why
You know the
Amalthus
old land
says
of Torna?
that they're like
They had a proud and
regressing?
noble civilization, rivaled only by Judicium at the time.
Judicium?
But whereas Judicium were the masters of biological arts, Tornans knew all there was to know about engineering.
So it literally is ancient Atlantis.
The proud blood of Torna runs in the veins of us Tantalese.
As there are people to pass it on to, civilization will endure. Knowledge is inherited, much like life itself.
And you're a blade.
Nice quote. You should write that down.
Thank you.
It's not that simple, though.
Huh?
You'll see.
Oh boy.
Ominous!
It's a missed opportunity for sure, and more that Gramps is the weird one than anything.
Come out, come out.
I know quite a bit.
Exactly. Because it just feels like, with Gramps being such an important character, you'd think that they would revisit it. Titans being like actual living, breathing, thinking things.
This is Theosio, the capital of Tantal. It's not often that a traveler comes here. Mind your conduct yourself quietly and be respectfully.
Yevis Thenis.
In the event of Prince Ozicleris's return, I've been instructed to also admit his entire retinue.
Or however you pronounce that.
Darn words! Being weird? Really? Yes, entry to Theosio is currently strictly forbidden except by express special permission. Unless you're traders with the right permits, there's a long application process, and the answer's usually no.
That's funny. Alright, dot your I's, cross your T's, and then immediately cross it all out.
Is followed by a dawn.
Morning, all.
Why does that look like a statue with a face, even though it's probably not?
We've never been here before, have we?
This guy has a big beard.
My goodness! Outlanders! Outlanders are here! I've got to tell everyone at once! For reals? From where do you hail? How fare the other countries? You must tell me the latest trends. Oh, dreadfully sorry. It's just that I haven't seen an Outlander in so long. It's such a rare event.
I can't believe this is Morrowind.
Speak, Outlander. I thought I was going to kick the bucket without ever seeing another stranger's face again.
That's actually kind of sad.
Speak, Outlander. You, Inwa.
The wind is my mate.
Poppy boosters engaged.
I wonder where this could go. We need just 3 wind. But we have, is him saying that not any old Titan can do his whole rebirth thing. True.
We need to go back to Orion to kill things to get that done.
Well, that's just for, like, exploration, so it's not like a bigger thing. But we can also brute force it by putting, like, wind ones on.
I'm sure it'll work out great.
Ready to roll. The wind is my mate. Let me help.
Wind!
With my skills,
Poppy boosters engaged.
The Theosio music is so good, it's just so melancholy and somber.
all friends return
It definitely feels like, what's the word? Kind of a cousin to Endol's in a way. Where Endol was basically just the, like, vocalizations
I wish I could
here.
share my luck with everyone.
Leave it to me.
There's like the more, like you said, somber music. I wonder if the lyrics were always like in English, because at least it sounds like they're in English, or if they were translated for the dub. Because usually they don't translate music for dubs. Oh, there's even Nopon who live here. Either they're traveling traders, but the other guy said never seen an Outlander in years.
That's a pretty lively market.
It's the black market.
market.
Is it literally the black market, or?
Tantal is so cold. There's precious little in the way of local produce to sell. Just look. All the regular shops are shuttered.
That's hilarious. The illegal
You're right.
market's the only market
They're
left.
mostly empty.
Instead, folks pay ungodly prices for produce that's been smuggled in from other nations.
How the hell do they
And since it's the
smuggle?
only thing keeping people from actually starving, the bigwigs just turn a blind eye.
So most of the agricultural production is wasted just surviving, and the country grows weak.
Exactly.
So even the wisdom of a proud ancient civilization cannot solve all problems.
Ancient civilization sounds good and all, but basically, this place is a giant museum with no tourists. That's not going to feed anyone.
They're so isolationist, they don't even let traders in all that much. How jacked are the prices?
Tantal's staple food is our very own homemade porridge. Eat up!
I mean, not that bad. I have money to spend.
Welcome. How are you finding Tantal? Chilly, isn't it? I recommend the steamed veg straw. It'll warm you up from head to toe.
Is it because of the drugs? It might be because of the drugs. Never mind.
Jesus Christ.
The other one, not that bad. Your prices are so expensive. I am raising your development level just by buying from you.
Hey, hit me with the hottest info you've got.
You've come from the outside, haven't you? Allow me to teach you about our city. You see the tower-like structure in the center of Elmos... Elmos Square?! In the center of Elmos Square, the Titan's ether flows through that. We use the energy to heat our water, which circulated throughout the kingdom. So even if there's a frightful blizzard outside, we get to stay lovely and toasty and insightful, no? That's a cool thing. Jade vest, silver belt, pearl helmet. Lots of attachments.
It's a shame Tantal is so closed off to the outside. Our courtships are behind the times, I know, but perhaps you can make some use out of them.
It'd be hilarious if they are, like, hilariously powerful. Like, they actually are pretty not bad. Behind the times, you say?
Oh, dang it. I meant to apply that.
Luckily, let's see. Trying to think of like who'd do good. I mean, we don't really use you that much. After my big jump back in Indol, it's hard to justify. I love how, as far as silly is, Zeke can deliver serious lines like that perfectly. He's a serious and insightful person behind it all. It is a nice balancing act that they're doing there. Which is very good. And as well as a really good performance by Zeke's voice actor.
Grubby Pond of Mego, always so busy lately. In other places, all kinds of people bring things for selling, but here different, very unhelpful.
Is that right?
Grubby Pond not allowed to bring nice things to sell without get permission from higher people. It make no sense. Still not nighttime yet. Meh. Hurry up, Grubby Pond need his rest.
Jeez. The choir on this one's really good.
Hey, Theosor is an amazing place, don't you think? I read about all rest cities and books encyclopedias, but they don't seem nearly as pretty as here. I just don't get why everyone's all kind of gloomy. My grandma and grandpa always look sort of miserable. It's weird because if they love the city like I do, they should be happy all day, every day.
I mean, it's because this place is killing us all. At least they have fire.
If need to refine ox course, look no further. Let me not drift from Argentum to Tantal for past decade for nothing.
Let's see. Opening art. Light the fans. Affinity. Max attack. It's just hard to be like, I should make some more ox cores, because especially, like, so many of the ox cores seem like so situational or tiny that I, like, go like, oh, I don't want to dredge through this, so I stop. And then I get some, and I'm like, oh, I should look into it, and then I look, and it's like, oh, yeah, it's not that good, and I stop.
Ah, curse those idle Redania. I'm so close to completing this concoction, I won't allow them to get in the way.
Something wrong?
What do you want? In case you couldn't tell, I'm busy here. I don't have time to be dealing with... Oh, you wouldn't happen to be a driver, would you? Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? Listen, I happen to have just a job for you. It's not a particularly difficult job, and I promise I'll reward you handsomely. So what do you say? Will you do it? Alright, I suppose you deserve a tad more explanation than that. The thing is, I'm working on a certain medicinal concoction. It's top secret. If I manage to complete it, I should be able to help people across the world. But just as my research is nearing its end, I've run into a little snag. A bunch of idle Rodania have settled down in the only place I can procure a key herbal ingredient. So I was wondering if you could clear them out for me. Simple enough, right? It's for the sake of the greater good. You know, you want to do it.
Roger that!
Thanks, you're a beacon of the shining hope for us all. Some people are so gullible. What? I didn't say anything. Anyway, about where to find those pesky idle Redania. They reside somewhere in the Argon ice blooms. I'm counting on you to do this for me and for the whole world.
Why couldn't you just ask me to bring you the stuff specifically?
Have you heard anything interesting lately? Long ago, there used to be a great temple beneath here. Theospiti Temple. Really? There's supposedly some kind of blade sealed inside now. I think it's because they went berserk or some such. The legends don't say whatever became of that blade, though. And now that the temple itself has fallen into ruin, that history is lost to us forever.
Interesting.
The wind is my mate.
Poppy boosters engaged.
I wonder if we will fight. Or perhaps recruit them. Let's see, any information you got I care about? Not really. I probably should look at Torgoth for that quest.
Treasure acquired.
Give me treasure! You must steal from the poor and give to us. Oh, my darling, your heart is as impenetrable as Theoscaldia. How can I coax you to open your gates? Something wrong? I thank you for not interrupting. I'm using the landscape here to woo my beloved. The city of Theosio is very secure. It may be the embodiment of history, uninterrupted since the time of Adam. Oh, the more sturdy the keep, the greater the satisfaction does a downfall bring. That's dark. If your beloved opens up, are you gonna kill her? Is that what you're gonna do, you freak? I wonder if this place is gonna be like Oraya, where they... Well, this guy has drip. If they don't have any salvage points.
Oh, you're from the outside, aren't you? A villagers traveler stopping by. I'd appreciate it if you could clear out as soon as you're ready. Really? Tantal has limited interaction with the other nations. It's forbidden to trade in unlicensed goods, but some people still try to sell board games. Such bother.
Not board games! That's the greatest evil that there ever was. What, are you gonna have like a platinum now? Welcome, welcome. Nope, still gold. Well, this place is quite interesting. Guess we'll move along a little bit, see if we can get some more story.
Hey, look what I found!
Maybe do a quest or two, look into that Torgoth thing, and then we'll see,
We have been expecting you, Your Highness.
Yeah. Good to see you. Is the old man inside?
Indeed. He has been eagerly awaiting your return.
Ha! Now I know you're lying. Our moves will fly before that man welcomes me home. No need to coddle me, mate.
Apologies.
Any case, seems he knows we're coming. That'll save time.
But I do wonder... Alright, additional thoughts before we continue. Because this place is at the very least the self-proclaimed descendants of Adam. They're the ones that created the big, like, obstacle in the way to the World Tree. Reawoke Mithra's pet creature. And with Zeke coming home, the king seems to think that Amalthus is up to something, which, fair, I am too. I assume too. And fears that their days of peace are coming to an end. I wonder, what secrets do you have? You feel something?
Could it be?
Could it be what?
Are you all right?
Yes.
Could it be what? Could it be what? Sprechen!
Tora?
Oh, you're telling him something, but not everybody else?
But why? It true. Poppy able to produce own reserves of ether energy, but...
I'll explain later. For now, just do as I ask.
All right then. Leave it to Tora.
So it has to be something with ether. Weird. And she looked up there, apparently asked Tora if Poppy can produce ether energy. Weird. This is Theoscaldia, Theosio's royal palace. You, outlanders. Tantal is a tranquil place. You will not be permitted to disturb the peace. If you don't follow our rules, you'll be deported with the utmost expedience. Bear that in mind. No worries. What if we killed you all? I don't like that there's a blue light above the throne. Everything else is green. And they're closing the door, it sounds like. I don't like that blue light at all. Rex and Tora isn't even bothering to bow. Oh yeah, the envoy papers. Again, you'd think that they would love that Pyra and Mithra here.
The Aegis, I presume.
Either that or they'll hate her for some reason. What was in that paper?
Guards. My lady.
What the hell is going on? Charlotte?
No idea. Stop this at once! Dad!
What was in that paper?
Rex!
Oh great, they trapped the Aegis.
Pyra!
And they crucified her to boot.
Let it go! Pyra! Pyra!
Stop this madness! What's going on? Rex and his lot haven't done anything!
We cannot afford to wait until they do, Zeke. The world must not be allowed to burn. The Aegis must be destroyed.
Because of the whole
Oh,
destroyed
no, you
3
don't.
continents things.
Dromac, let's get Rex out of there.
Roger.
Anti-driver abilities.
My lady!
Just like Akos, I guess, can
Please do not resist.
mess around with ether.
My goal is only to destroy the Aegis. I have no wish to take your lives also.
King Eulogimenos, I stand before you as a special envoy of Morardain. The Emperor sent me here himself. Do you realize what you are doing?
I am quite aware and prepared to face the consequences.
Prepared?
Wonder what information he's working off of.
Why? Why do you have to bump Pyra off?
I see you still speak like a commoner.
What's that got to do with anything? Don't change the subject.
What if I told you I act for justice?
What are you trying to say?
You could say, I'm doing this for Ulrest.
I really like the King's
Say
voice
what
actor.
now?
Really good.
Follow me.
What? What is all this? Canned goods and treasure?
This is...
This is the legacy of our royal line.
You can't be serious.
What's the implications? I don't get it.
Why? Father, why?
Maybe I'm just dumb. When will Poppy emit ether energy?
It appears the flow of ether energy is being blocked off.
Damn it! While we're doing this, Pyra is... We have to do something!
There is no point, Rex. You're just wasting your strength.
But what if he went Super Saiyan?
Both the walls and floor are built to withstand great force. We cannot make a dent in them.
Let's calm down a bit, Rex. If we think calmly, we'll come up with something. Hey, you lot! Can you try to help us out here?
Your efforts are pointless. The way they built this place, it's essentially one giant stasis web.
Stasis web? Like those nets used in Torrigoth?
To lock drivers up together with their blades, and even leave us our weapons, they must have the utmost confidence. Perhaps we could break through given enough time.
But we don't have time.
But by then it will be too late and the Aegis will be disposed of.
Disposed of? That's all the more reason you should give us a bloody hand.
I said it's pointless. We won't get anywhere. With brute force, that is.
Huh?
Still want to know the whole, like, secret of their royal lineage. Because I didn't get it. Was it something with the symbol?
So what now, my prince?
All those packages.
This pisses me right off.
Say what?
I said I'm pissed off. Doing it for the world. My ass. How self-serving can you get?
How do you mean?
This country's strangling itself to death with its own web of lies and excuses. But just maybe our chum could break it free.
Rex could?
No faith, eh?
Hey, whatever. If you believe in him, my prince, I'm with you all the way.
That kid's heart is pure. Too pure for his own good sometimes. But isn't it our duty as adults to give him a little help with that?
Probably. You know, this is what I like about you.
This won't be easy.
Oh, quit it with your drama! When is anything ever easy for you?
Come on, you survived
Let's
worse,
go.
Zeke. You could fight the whole of your whole Titan and come out fine. I mean, you tanked a boulder and got sent flying.
Okay, that should do it.
Preparations complete.
Poppy, turn into
What's
bomb.
going on, Tora?
Oh, both drivers and blades. Use ether energy to deploy arts, yes?
You can skip the lecture, Tora. Everyone knows that.
But right now, friends cannot, yes?
Yeah. There's something about this room.
This whole, like,
But
castle.
Rex and friends forgetting one very important thing.
Ether furnace.
Would you just spit it out, Furball?
Could be friends forgetting Poppy is artificial blade?
Why would we forget that? She's been with us all this time. Wait, I get it. Her ether furnace.
Rex correct. Thanks to friend Morag, Poppy now able to generate own supply of ether energy. Nothing Barrier can do anything about.
Then let's get to blowing it
Tora
up.
Transfer crystal from Sword of Morag to Biter of Poppy. That crystal have enough energy stored for one use of arts. And Biter of Poppy use Earth element. So, through synergy with Fire element of Morag, power of arts is amplified.
If we hit it straight on, I doubt the door can withstand that.
But we only have one
Wait
one
a
try.
minute. You stored energy in that crystal. How is that possible with a barrier?
Aha! Lady Morag has not used a single art since we arrived in this place.
No time for it to dissipate.
I had my suspicions ever since we entered the palace. So, I secretly asked Tora to refrain from using any arts either.
I see now. If our enemies knew Poppy retains her power inside the barrier, they would keep us on a tighter leash.
Exactly. Here goes. Step back.
Time for big explosion.
Hold up! If you transferred the crystal from the sword, what will you fight with?
I can generate a new one from Bridget's core.
Really?
Don't tell me you didn't know about that.
He's a salvager, not a fighter.
What?
Seriously, you don't even know how blade weapons work. Give me a break.
How would I know something like that? I've never lost or broken my weapon.
Then I suppose I cannot blame you.
Moving along then. Tora, Poppy, please.
With pleasure.
Poppy power! Jet Fighter!
Get smashed.
We did
Completely
it!
vaporized the door.
You made quite some noise, too. It won't be long before the guards arrive.
Good point.
Lady Pyra was taken below. Mayhap somewhere beneath the palace?
Got it.
But I do want to know what the king's deal is. Oh, cool. It forced me to change. That's cool. Oh, bing. Let's see. But I put everybody else away. I wasn't expecting this.
Ready to roll.
But interesting. A vault door.
Open up.
summoning protocol engaged.
It is good.
Ah, we got the Ancient
to
Wisdom,
dwell on
too.
the past from time to time.
Rock's time to shine, I'm sure. Yeah, the storage room.
You're all mine.
Ether R&D Revolution. And what is that? The author bet all his money on it unlocks new poppy parts. Ah. Yeah, this leads above, which is definitely not where the game wants us to go. Probably wouldn't stop us. But very interesting. I wonder if there's, like, maybe this could be related to, like, the secret that, like, Bridget was talking to Mithra about, maybe.
Okay, where are we off to?
Maybe Adam was a bad guy?
Watch yourself,
At the
Gramps.
end?
You put your feet up over there. All right, Gramps? Ha!
Get over here. We'll fight you. Surprise, you idiots.
Wing smash!
You're not safe. You will die a horrible, painful death.
We can do it! No, I'm
Are you gonna run away?
It makes for quite a snug berth, my boy.
It's not my fault if you fall out during battle, yeah?
It must have sensed our
Fight
skill.
us!
Sure. Just the ticket! Wing smash!
Prepare for your demise. Just hopefully their friends in there won't join the fight till we're ready. Get exploded.
Give me the order.
Oh, but you will lose.
Is this to your liking?
Do we have topple? I don't think so. At least, because, like, currently all my main blades are out. We have break, but I don't think we have topple. Unless maybe miraculously we have blowdown. Like, maybe Morag might have a... She has break and smash and also topple, so yeah, we should have everything. It's just Morag has to be the one to do the toppling. Oh, hey, Zeke. Smile.
Pandoria!
Oh, what? We came all this way to bust you out. How inconsiderate.
You kept us waiting. Won't you get in trouble for helping us?
Oh, I'm the prodigal son anyhow. It can't get any worse.
Where's Pyra?
This way. Follow us.
I guess we could always put... Well, actually... Because I could always play as Zeke. And then... Since we don't have our main blade... Let's see... Well, not that. see. I'll do the like upgrading on my own time, but so we do have topple there and break here. So we want to start with. I'll have to double check. Because I believe you should have break, you should have topple. And then you have launch. Haven't used a...
Looks like I won't even have to use the Eye of Shining Justice.
the ether cannon yet.
We can do it.
Let's do it.
Ether cannon's kind of funny. That was a big animation. How dare you damage me?
What in the name?
We got this! Would it be okay if I show off a little?
I hope you will be the bearer of good news.
Ether cannon's kind of interesting to use. Let's see. Come over here.
At one point,
The one downside,
I didn't think we'd make it.
because I sent like all of Rex's blades away.
I'll help you however I can.
Skippy, skippy, skippy.
I'm growing strong.
Well, I'm...
Do do do.
Ha! This'll hurt.
It sounded like she peeked the microphone in that line.
It'll be...
I'll save the dispatch. Let's see. Because we already have... Let me check your, like, weapon types. Because, let's see, primarily the shield hammer. Doesn't seem like it has anything. The bit ball doesn't really have anything. Oh yeah, the Monado. Let's see, who else was I thinking? Great Axe has launch. Don't really have that many. Because, like, what weapon are you? Wrong thing. I'm an idiot. Just a hammer. Probably shield hammer.
Yep. Just leave it to Boreas.
We'll put Boreas on, because we can. I'll try playing as Zeke some.
What have we here?
A place, surely you've been here
Very
before.
Nice.
Oh. Looks like we've been rumbled.
Need to learn the combo. Oh, but you will lose. Get stabbed.
I can feel it in my left eye. So strong.
He can specifically feel it in his left eye. Let's see. Well, obviously they want us to go down. But what if we came in here? Hello, dear friends. It is me, Your prince here to kill you all. Those potions came so late. And this is area of effect. Oh, they didn't go flying. Sadness. What the hell is that? It's like they tried to do an animation, but then they couldn't. There we go. Go flying. This is the new Don't Forget Me. We can do it! Up. Right as he did his evasion. Day is literally not yours. Stop being shield so I can kill you.
What in the name?
Everybody's getting affinity stuff.
We'll be safe as house.
Go through.
Critical up.
Good, good. Because I assume that... Oh, there's two different ways.
Let's go then.
You there. Prepare for death.
Dynamic spark sword.
Stone these men to death.
Did you see that? You were so unguarded.
We can do it.
How dare you have armor? Highly illegal.
Victory is within our grasp. Just the ticket. We can do it.
You will never do it.
We can do it.
So is this what it was like when Don't Forget Me was at its prime? They were just constantly saying it over and over. Don't forget me. Was that just the basic, like, TF2 level 1 sentry shooting noise?
What in the name?
Is it nighttime already?
I don't mind nighttime at all.
So I feel like that leads the main way.
Hogging the glory, hey?
See, sure.
Get back!
We can do it.
You will never do it.
Take this!
We can do it.
Just juggle these fools.
The enemy's element is now wind.
And to the brink! Tumbly, tumbly!
I was gonna topple him.
What in the name?
Let's clear
Oh, we
this
need
up
lots
quick.
of lockpicking.
No rock shall stand in our way.
Protocol engaged.
And we need ancient
It
wisdom.
is good to dwell on the past from time to time.
We need one more ancient wisdom, damn you!
Do I even have another ancient wisdom? Let's see. You obviously have it. You obviously don't. You don't. Let's see. You don't. Because we probably only have the two. We have one more. We have one more. Ho 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 ho.
Ha ha! That's pretty high tech.
Oh, wrong thing entirely.
Boils. Don't let me get rusty.
We have just enough ancient wisdom.
Let's clear this up quick.
No lock shall stand in our way.
Protocol engaged.
Open up!
It is good to dwell on the past from time to time.
Fascinating.
But I wonder what, like, they meant, like, oh, this is all that. Nopon doubloon.
Ooh.
And a legendary core, hell yeah. But yeah, it was specifically like this icon seemed to despair Zeke. I guess it could just be that, like, the king is hoarding a bunch of, like, resources and his kingdom is floundering, and that's part of, like, Father, why? But what is this doubloon? Coin featuring a picture of an Upon acts as a key for opening a treasure trove. And there's a maximum of 11? Huh. Pure snow passage. I don't think there's any snow in here.
Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, because you're tied to
You all
Pyra.
right?
Pain.
I'm fine. It's just a scratch.
Honestly, though, chum, are you ever not getting scratched up?
Ever since Pyra gave me half a life force, and we swore to reach Elysium, things have been rough. But
We'll take it together, literally.
I'm actually glad. They feel like a sign of our bond, I guess. Something special we share as driver and blade.
Why do you stop smiling? Or does it look like it? Oh. Hello there.
Let's go then!
I can take care of myself.
Ooh, we should probably lure them one by one. Because I don't think we can take 4 safely.
Let's do it!
How dare you interrupt my shit?
Bringer of chaos! Ultimate lightning fury slash! Max!
Wicked arts. Good.
Drop the ticket! So strong!
Honestly, Pandoria, I don't know how you put up with all of Charlotte's antics.
Oh, Nia, you're the only one who gets it.
Ooh. Treasure.
Ooh.
Treasure, treasure. And now, lure them one by one. Never mind, we cannot lure them one by one.
Hogging the glory, eh?
They are 2 in tune.
We got this. I can feel it in my left eye. Victory is within our grasp. You guys just clean up here.
Oh, now you heal. Pick me up. You cannot. But how?
We can do it! Haste and retreat. Victory is within our grasp!
Mr. Spearman and your evil evasions. But how?
We can do it! The day is ours!
Ultimate lightning fury slash!
But how?
Oh, of course you evade. How dare.
We can do it! We can do it!
We will show you her true power.
Run all you want. Your death is imminent, little man.
The enemy's element is now wind.
Quit evading and face your death like a corpse.
Deeper and deeper we go. Well, that's ominous.
Where? Strung up in some kind of restraint. Look ahead.
Is it a doom? What the hell is that? It's a big gun!
An ether accelerator. I've seen one like it before in Old Torna. It certainly seems like they want us gone for good.
Yeesh.
So, if we cranked up the output and really focused it, we could probably manage one strike.
And probably destroyed this entire...
If the people here really are the descendants of the Tornans, then I have a message for them that I must pass on. In that case, I'll leave it to you. Thank you, Mithra.
I wonder what that message is.
He's here.
I apologize for this, noble Aegis. I have no personal grievance with you. However, for the sake of this world, you must be destroyed where you stand.
Is that truly your desire, Your Majesty?
I believe you desired the same thing yourself once. Is that not why you disappeared from history, along with Adam the hero? Begin.
What about your message?
Pyra!
Rex!
Are they gonna stop the ether accelerator?
The what now?
It's a weapon from long ago, designed to use Genbu's ether energy for destruction. I never dreamed they'd fully restore it. My old man, he's gonna use it to kill Pyra. No matter how strong she is, there'd be no coming back from that.
In that case, we can't let him use it.
Oh boy. But what about your message? Pyra, you said there was a message.
Hogging the glory, eh?
Oh great, there's tons of them. Oh wow, that guy went down. Get out of here. No death. So these guys seem to be like special, quick to die versions of the knights. That can't be! I hate your evasion. Your evasion is evil. Booyah. There was like 5 million people, but we beat them all. Also, isn't this gonna do like a big ol' hit to Genbu? Using his ether energy as a weapon?
There's too many of them.
Hurry, or Pyra's toast!
I know that. It's just...
Forgive me.
Damn it!
Lyra! I won't let you!
Cause it to overload.
It's not enough!
Poppy! Activate QT mode! Lift up from below!
Understood, Master Pawn.
Second canonical QT mode. This transformation's a lot faster this time.
Do it, Poppy!
Well, this is gonna do probably a huge damage to the Titan. Oh, never mind. That's like, I guess, an ether absorber. Nope, that is a window. Because it was meant to focus it. It was a lens. Well, I guess that's lucky it didn't do damage to the Titan.
It missed. They did it, Rex. They stopped it.
She's gonna be like, drain more. Well, now she's out of the crosshairs.
$500 For 500 years, we Tantalese have concealed the Omega Feta. Do you know why?
Because it was Adam's will or
Our
something?
old homeland, Torna, was destroyed in the Aegis War. Our hero, Adam, also failed to return. You must understand, old Torna as a country was united around the hero. But our ancestors less so.
Huh.
What are you saying? That we're not Adam's bloodline?
Precisely. In Torna, our family were just a cadet branch. We only gained our current position in the confusion of the war's aftermath.
But then, we're just a bunch of usurpers!
They were desperate times. We had no choice. The nation must continue at all costs.
Continue to starve?
Even if it meant claiming Adam's name.
With its guiding force gone, much blood was spilled in Torna. We did what had to be done to reunite it under the new banner of Tantal.
Legends of the hero who saved the world are deeply ingrained in people's hearts. And you used them for your own political agenda.
Even so, all was done in the name of saving the world from burning once more.
Don't you dare try and sugarcoat it.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Short story is, they saw an opportunity to gain influence and they took it.
That is the way of the world.
And that's just stupid.
Mordain could easily take a similar path.
Yes, we are in no position to condemn them outright.
So did this Adam guy really never return?
Yeah, where did he go?
The records indicate he went missing immediately after sealing away the Aegis. It is likely he simply perished during the journey home.
That seems
He didn't
anticlimactic.
just go missing.
Oh.
What did you say? Aegis?
What happened to Adam?
Adam. He had foreseen everything. He knew what would happen to the people after the kingdom fell. But he chose not to return.
Adam left us of his own will. But why?
Taking off one of the earrings? She did say it was expensive. Oh! Hologram!
Hear me, my scions. I am Adam Origo. This day I seal the Aegis, away from the world. But this seal is not for eternity. In anticipation of the day that humanity becomes worthy of the Aegis's power. I entrust her to posterity. She is our hope. When mankind has matured and learned to live better lives, she will answer your call and return to you. Trusting that day will come, I leave my final wish to you.
So, people of Letheria are the ones that live better
Adam
lives and are
foresaw
worthy?
much confusion and hardship in the world ahead. And when I seemed unsure, he told me something. This is a trial. Is me sleeping a part of the trial?
That's right. It is a trial for us humans, one we must overcome ourselves. If we cannot do that, we don't deserve to live alongside you.
Still don't quite understand why they had to kill the Aegis.
To be honest, I still don't fully understand what he meant by that. Whether he simply meant the coexistence of humans and blades, or something more. But I think he made a difficult choice. For the sake of everyone's survival.
Why go red? Why go critical?
Whoa.
Did you drain too much of your Titan? Or is Torna here?
Your Majesty,
What is this?
it's Genbu. It's broken free of our control and started to dive into the clouds.
Oh boy.
What? Are you certain?
Ginbu was not happy with you using the ether cannon.
Oh no!
What exactly is happening?
Could it be that blast?
What is he?
Tantal keeps Genbu under control using the Omega Fetter. But firing the ether accelerator, it could have created a counterflow in Genbu's ether conduits, causing a critical overload.
So Genbu's broken.
Oh no! My words can't reach him anymore.
You can... Oh yeah, because you could
Genbu's
cause
just
him to
going
rise.
Deeper and deeper. Then...
Dumbo, git! That's what happens when you use antiquated parts.
The Cloud Sea has a similar density to water. As we dive, the pressure will keep building. By 500 peds, a human would be crushed completely.
But you're inside a Titan.
And all that force will weigh down on Genbu?
Yeah.
What's our depth now?
2,200 peds, sir. We are diving at a rate of 120 peds per minute.
And Genbu's depth limit?
25,000, give or take.
So we only have a few
That'll
minutes.
give us
Oh.
just over 3 hours.
Whoa, Charlotte's good at maths.
Bite me. This ain't good. Hey, chum, there's a pressure-resistant pod in the palace's southern tower. You guys at least should get in and escape.
Nah, we're gonna stay and help
What
you.
about you and everyone else?
Don't worry about us.
How can I possibly not worry about you? Isn't there any other way? Some way to save everyone?
Only Pandoria can tell Genbu what to do. If it won't budge for her, it's no use.
Then what would have happened if you died out there
Apart from that, all we can do is try to evacuate as
and
many
Pandoria
people
couldn't have been returned to Tantal?
with just 3 hours.
I think you mentioned before, you control Genbu using the Omega Fetter, right?
Yeah, but
Where is it?
inside Genbu's head. It's straight south from the palace, through Genbu's spinal column.
I will go.
You'll go. Pilot, what are you?
The Omega Fetter is originally Ophion's control core. And Ophion is my artifice.
What's an artifice?
I can't be 100% sure, but I think I might be able to fix it.
Pyra?
Lots of
Pyra,
techno.
being serious?
Lots of techno babble, lots of lore.
Tell Pyra 1 minute ago.
That's a totally separate issue.
Yeah, it's like
Isn't that
the
what you'd
king
say,
tried to kill
Rex?
you. The innocent people are innocent.
Oh, yeah. I guess it is.
The music ran out.
And that's why.
Friend Pyra. Tora get it. Then Tora and Poppy also lend help.
The music just cut out. I find it
Looks
distracting.
like we're in too.
It was
Tora?
too dramatic, and now it's
would
too
have it
silent.
No other way.
That's settled then. Stay out of our way, old man. Got it?
You would all risk your lives for this. For the sake of Tantal, though we attempted to destroy the Aegis.
It's not about Tantal.
Then why?
You're a king, right? You ought to be able to figure it out.
The people.
Rex, you are...
Morag?
You leave me little choice.
Zeke, where was the fetter again?
The head, through the spinal column.
How do we get there?
I won't just tell you. I'll take you right to it.
Zeke?
Save it, old man. You better make a start on evacuating the people.
To where?
Though with us on the case, your efforts are probably going to be wasted.
That's a cool shot.
Understood.
No time for chit-chat. Let's go.
Yeah.
Again, the music cutting out is so distracting. Now time to read chat because that was all going on. Side note, you wondered why Adam is all concealed and cloaked? It's actually a lot more anticlimactic. They just didn't have a design for him settled. That is hilarious. I mean, I guess because the golden state of Torna, the golden country, wasn't, like, completed by the time the game released, and Adam's story is probably revolving around the Golden Country DLC, so maybe he'll have a design by then, but probably not. Honestly, if he did have a design by then, they probably would have gone back after the DLC released and put that design in where Adam is otherwise. At least with the hologram. Didn't she try selling that earring? I think it was the other earring. Because that one was her left earring that she had the hologram in, and I think she tried to sell the right earring. They likely didn't care, no need to commune with Ginbu if you never planned to surface anyway. Yeah, it just feels a little bit weird that, like, the main thing that lets them communicate with Ginbu, and they're just like, send it out with the disgraced prince. If he dies, oh well. The isolated country of Tantal becomes even more isolated. Now the path to the Omega Fetter isn't an easy one. This city, Theosure, is positioned a long way above the Ginbu Drifts. If you head out the palace and down to the left, you'll see the ruins of a place called Theospiti Temple.
Ruins, even though inside city? Yep, they really are ruined too, practically rotted away.
Anyway, past the temple ruins is something called the Theosure Rear Gate. We head out through there. Then we have to follow the pillars a long way down.
Sounds like a pain in the arse of a journey. But must be quick, quick! Come on, friends, to Ginbu Drifts!
Hey, I'm not done yet! Once we get to the Ginbu Drifts, we have to head across it. That gets us to a place called the Great Pillar Passage. The Omega Fetter's at the end of that.
Sound too long. Tora already getting tired just listening. Too soon for getting tired, Master Pawn.
This is no time for joking around, Tora. We have to give this our all to protect Zeke's home.
Of course.
Right, let's all do what we can. Thanks, guys. I owe you a big time.
So, first we head out there to the left. Got that? Tora, remember? Just fine.
God, you're so big you make big thumps. But I gotta say, I find, like, the core thing of,
I'm glad to be of
like,
service.
the king, like, the king's entire shtick to be so anticlimactic. The entire reason he wanted to kill the Aegis is because the Aegis knew Adam and therefore could have told people that the royal family isn't descended from Adam? Is that what? Is that what it is? Else, I don't get it. Because if the original, like, first dialogue of the king is like, oh, we have to protect our peace, and that peace is the Tantal people thinking that they're descended from Adam. Elsewise, I don't know any reason why they'd want to kill Pyra. Unless it was, oh no, Aegis War, gonna destroy more countries like Torna, better stop, but that's not what was covered in the dialogue. Well, he clearly felt offended by what Amalthus said in some way. Yeah, because I guess Amalthus would be old enough to know that Adam didn't leave any heirs. But then why would Amalthus, like, want to piss off the king? And it's mostly, like, maybe there might be more exposition after we stop Genbu and everything, but it really does give the impression that the only reason the king wanted to kill Pyra was because he wanted to protect the facade of them being descended from Adam. And that's why, because, like, that goes from, like, that goes from them being captured to Zeke being like, why are you doing this? And then the king reveals that secret. It feels like that's the reason. And it feels so weird. Like, I guess in the context, like, if more emphasis, if there was like, I don't know, like a flashback shown of like the chaos, but then these are all people that are like, weren't there. These people weren't there to see, like, all that, and it's just them continuing the lie of their ancestors. I don't know, it's just weird. Kind of weird. Kind of a weak justification, considering that this is meant to be like, oh, these are the people of Torna. These are the descendants of Adam. And they have a weak sauce reason for wanting to kill Pyra. It just, I don't know, doesn't live up to expectations. And true, we don't know what the thing said. It's a dumb pride they refuse to let go of, and it's all they have as their identity. Yeah, that's true. I wonder how many times throughout the game, though, that Rex is going to be deprived of Pyra and Mithra, and he'll have to resort to other blades. Because this is the second time that it's happened. It's kind of funny. At least nobody had to die to get her back this time. But I think that shall be that. We've been going for about 4 hours now. And we made decent story progress, I'd say. I'd say we're probably a decent way through Chapter 6. That makes me wonder how many chapters there are. We'll find out eventually. But yes. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. This was a fun old time. We met a new country and got betrayed and locked up and Pyra kidnapped yet again. That's just gonna keep happening, isn't it? Next time, we might jump back to... We might jump back to Tears of the Kingdom. Possibly. Elsewise, we might continue more Xenoblade 2. Oh yeah, and one thing that I forgot to ramble about is I might start doing more, like, local recordings where I don't stream a game and just, like, do a local Let's Play without stream, mostly so that I can, like, play more games without being like, oh, do I set some time aside for streaming? Maybe. Ah, yes, 3 hours until everyone in the kingdom dies. Perfect time. Hilarious. But yeah. But overall, that shall be that. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you want more from me, I try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, with occasional Friday and Sunday streams at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And my Linktree, linktr.ee/neonicywings, has everything that I do, like my edited content YouTube channel, my streaming YouTuber, streaming Twitch, depending on your preference. With all of these streams, and even other Let's Plays that I want to do off-stream, will be uploaded to the YouTube channel. Other places that I do things are also in my Linktree, so if you want to see art that I draw or stories that I write, also in there. But yes, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Just remember, be you, be true, be happy, but most importantly, be kind and stay hydrated. And thank you for spending your time with me. Bye-bye.